Your knowledge and skills with these easy to follow jewelry making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewelry making techniques. Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
The wedding season is upon us and JewelleryMaker want to help you get prepared. Join us on Monday 17th of August for our wedding fair. We'll be inspiring you with some amazing deals including headwear, footwear and accessories. We have guest designers Fleur, Debs and Claire on hand to give you inspiration and spark creativity on how to make that big day special with a personal touch. Come join us for our wedding fair. All day on Monday the 17th of August.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the morning show. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. Maybe you've just stumbled upon us by accident. If so, you are in the right place. If you have got even the slightest creative bone in your body, you don't have to be a jewellery maker. You could be a paper crafter. You might just like cooking a really posh meal now and again. You might just like, you know, adding colour pops to your clothing designs. Whatever it is, you are in the right place because I've got loads of treats for you today. My name's Rebecca Redican. By the way, it's really nice to meet you. Do feel free to call me Becky. And if you are brand new today, don't worry, we've got lots to keep you entertained. And if you're one of our long-term friends, it's lovely to see you back with us today, and we are going to keep you entertained because I've got lots of treats, including something you may not have seen before. I've got something you've definitely seen before as well, because it's just, if you think glamour, if you think smiles, and if you think creativity, what
an introduction.
Oh, I was going to talk about the fans now.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
No, I wasn't. Of course, I'm joined by the lovely Sheila.
Hi, Becky. Good morning, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes, are you?
Yeah, very good,
Done
thank
anything
you.
exciting?
Pardon?
Done anything exciting?
Worked. I've been working. I had 2 days off this week, but I worked my other job at both of them. So, no, if I'm honest, Sheila, thanks for asking and making me
right.
see.
I went to the bodyguard
No, I'm
last
joking.
night, so...
I've started on my Christmas cards.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, you never have.
Yeah, I have started.
That's a bit.
Now, you went to see something last night, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about it, please.
The Bodyguard.
Was it good?
It was excellent. It was brilliant. It's been kept for another week.
Is it?
It's on for 5 weeks, but it's on for 6 weeks now.
Oh, so. Wow.
But it was absolutely amazing. It was just an explosion at the event. It was just, everybody was dancing and singing. Must have been about 5 or 6 minutes. So
really?
At the end, yeah, it was just amazing. Absolutely amazing, yeah.
I've never seen The Bodyguard.
I've seen the film many times, as I suppose quite a lot of us have really, but I've seen, I mean, obviously the stage doesn't get, it's not quite the same adaptation as the film because you can't get everything in there, so, but it was, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, good, I'm glad. You sound like you've had a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, how were your kids?
Fabulous, yeah, yeah, and my challenge.
Yeah, you've got a good challenge too.
Yeah, yeah, we've got lots of elegance,
yes,
a bit of fun,
yes,
and like an ocean type colour kit.
Yes, you're right. Very oceanic.
For that summer occasion, or your summer ball, or your holiday in the sun. So
absolutely,
whoever's lucky enough to be going somewhere exotic at this moment.
Sheila's even got a piece today, which I've already had on around my neck this morning already.
Oh yes,
I love that piece.
Yes, I quite different. Yes.
Can I ask you something at home? You know, when you send a text message, or if you're writing an email, or even if you're just sending a letter to a loved one, what do you put at the end? Because I have a sign-off on mine, which is really strange. I was thinking about this the other day. I have a sign-off on all of my messages, and it's just a kiss, a B, and a kiss. And I don't know why I do it. I just started doing it probably about 15 years ago, and I just carry on to do it. But at the end of that is always a kiss.
Right,
do you sign off with a kiss?
I do,
letters
and I
things?
also sign off usually, and being of the sort of senior generation, I used to put LOL. Well, I sent that to my granddaughter, and she said, Nanny, you keep sending laugh out loud. And I said, well, no, it's lots of love. She goes, no, it's laugh out loud.
So she just thought you were signing off laughing your head off?
Yeah, I'm something, yeah. So I have to be careful now what I put.
Well, I think it's safe to say that a lot of us will sign off with a kiss, and I have got something, if you do sign off to loved ones with a kiss, I have got something absolutely exceptional for you today. It signifies love, it signifies precious, and it's a genuine fresh water pearl. I have got pearl kisses coming up for you today. These gorgeous cross shapes that we've got coming up for you. And yes, real deal fresh water pearls these are. And I've never seen anything like this at JewelleryMaker before, have you? I've never seen anything like this at JewelleryMaker before. I am so excited to bring this to you today. I really am. I think it's such a thoughtful gift to be making. I really do. As I have meant, I can't wait to bring that to you. 11 o'clock, that's coming up, so not long at all to wait. I've got Tanzanite before that as well, which is a brand spanking new strand. Beautiful rounds. Only, how many? Oh, less than 100 chances at it though, and I've got to say it has to be one of the most affordable tanzanites for its size that I've seen for a very long time. I've also got this most gorgeous garnet, but I'm going to show you that very shortly. Are we ready for an early bird? We're ready and raring to go. Get yourself on the phone. An early bird is a special. An early bird is a treat. An early bird is something that we bring to you that you may be able to use, you may have been absolutely waiting for, and we bring it to you very special prices. 925. Featherweight head pins. Get yourself on the phone. You know how much you have been missing these. You understand that we don't get these in often at all. If you're brand new to us and you haven't got a clue what a featherweight head pin is, okay, it's a head pin. So you see it's got this little ball detail on the base. That's to stop your gemstones, and you can strand your gemstones onto this. So imagine you were stranding your gemstones on this way. Obviously that would act as a stopper. You can turn that over at the top, roll it over and at the top, and put it onto a necklace as a centre drop. You can roll it over the top and pop it into one of our earring findings and make yourself a pair of earrings. The important thing to note about these in particular is the fact that with our featherweight head pins, they are super duper fine. Now that means that because we work here purely with genuine gemstones, we don't work with plastics, we don't work with plastic beads, we don't work with glass beads. They're all real deal. Like those pearls I've got coming up, they're all genuine freshwater pearls. Like that tanzanite I've got coming up for you later, it's not a faux tanzanite, it's not copy tanzanite, it's real deal tanzanite. With certain gems and certain organics like the pearl and the abalone I've got coming up later, sometimes you can get a bit of a small and slight drill hole, and that's because the gemstone itself is so beautiful and so precious. We don't want to essentially ruin it by putting a drill hole in that will crack it, or worse, when you're making with it, you pop a piece through and the drill hole's so large that essentially the gem will just crumble. We don't want to do that. So on some gems we put in a really delicate drill hole, especially on our most high-end strands, such as, oh, I don't know, this gorgeous Garnet that I've got coming up for you later. Because this is a Gems of Distinction strand, it might have quite a small drill hole. Don't get me wrong, it is on a temporary strand of beading thread, so it will go through a certain amount of things, but you do need to make sure you have the right tools for the job. And this is the right tool for the job, ladies and gentlemen, because what I have here is, not only is it super fine, so it's going to go through high-end gemstones like that, and the multi-barrel I've got coming up for you later, but also it's 925. Now, for all the newbies, what is 925 silver? It's a sterling silver. It is a very, very precious metal. And it's 925, it's called that because it's to do with the percentage. So it's 92.5% genuine silver. The rest of it, the 7.5, is an ore that's added to it to give it a little bit of strength. Because, even 99.9% silver can be very, very malleable, and actually too malleable for some of the pieces and some of the designs we bring to you. So with this, you're getting that high-end precious metal, but you're also getting the strength there, which makes it workable as well. I am bringing to you today a massive stack, not just one, I'm bringing you 100. So you're getting a big amount of these, huge amount in fact. And just to remind you as well, you will be getting that little black sheet. Anyone again who is new, doesn't know what that is, it is an anti-tarnish strip. So if you keep it in with the head pins, keeps them looking nice, shiny and sparkly. I'm bringing you 100 pieces of 925 sterling silver, working out as, wait for it, 5 grams in total. £9.95 for 5 grams worth of this precious metal. Bear in mind for me that when we're looking at engagement rings, it's almost half of that amount in average for an average weight of an engagement ring precious metal. So we've got a serious amount in here at £9.95. You are getting for that the luxury name of sterling silver that people recognise, that people know, that people understand to be very, very high-end and very, very special. You're also getting with it something very, very workable and usable because they are super duper fine. They're going to go through, I would say, every gemstone that you have, really. Obviously I can't guarantee that, but let's say 99.9% probably of the gems that you have in your collection it's going to go through. I've also got, because they're workable, because they're precious, I've also got your silver colouring to these as well. They are genuine silver, and because they have got that silver colouring, it is one of the most popular colours of precious metal that we can get our hands on. The only reason I've been able to do that amazing price point for 5 grams worth of precious metal, because don't forget 5 grams is a lot of precious metal, the only reason I've been able to is because it started off with over 300. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but if you saw all the names pinging up like I do, if you could see Angus coming in and getting a few, Devon coming in and getting a few, Buckinghamshire getting a few, London, Glamorgan getting a few, Devon another one getting a few, Tyne and Wear getting a few, the Channel Islands getting a few, Essex, Merseyside, Warwickshire, and all these other places just beaming in. It's lovely to see you all this morning, by the way. If you could see those names, you would understand that not only is that quantity going down very quickly, but you'd also understand that even though I started off with over 300, I've now only got 196, but I haven't actually, because a lot of those are multi-buyers, and the multi-buyers aren't taken into account. It just counts the number of people who are purchasing it. It will eventually when we get down into the lower figures, but it takes its time to catch up with us, so do come in and get these whilst you can. I've had some texting already. Lovely to have texting straight away on a Saturday morning. This is from Laura in Cheshire, way up northern Laura. She says, good morning ladies, looking forward to a fab show. It was lovely meeting you on Wednesday, Sheila, and cannot wait to see your collection
Laura,
today.
Bless you. Yeah, we had a lovely day, we really did. They were lovely, lovely ladies. Thank you very much.
What were you doing on Wednesday? Workshop?
Workshop, yeah, bridal.
Which one was it?
Bridal intermediate.
Oh, fab.
Yeah, I just get amazed with what the lovely ladies take out with them, because yeah, they come away and they just let their own creations flow and show them, and yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, fab. It was lovely to hear from you, Laura. Hey, Polly, lovely to see you too, Polly. Oh, 2 Cheshires straight away in force. Morning, Becky and Sheila. Cannot wait to see the kits and Sheila's designs. I text with my grandchildren and finish with love ya, which is love you.
Oh yes, that's a good one. I must remember that, Polly.
Love ya. That's really nice, Polly.
No, that will. Jessie will think, what's all this about? What does Nan know that I don't know? That's a brilliant one, Polly.
I like that, Polly. Yeah. Polly, do you want to have a little look at some of these pieces? Do you want to have a little look at some of Sheila's pieces? Because we have actually got some on the table. You're saying you can't wait to see some. This is just from our first kit. And you can see how much beautiful blue there is on this. Aren't they gorgeous? Stunning, aren't they? Really, really beautiful. Now, someone has messaged in to ask what is the thickness of these. Now, we don't have it written up on our graphics right now, but knowing my wire work as I do, I describe this as a 0.4, similar to that, possibly even more like a 0.25, because if you have a look at it, the ball on the end is a 1 mil. So you can see it's obviously less than half of that, isn't it? So it could be a 0.4 to a 0.25. I hope that helps you. These are beautiful blues we've got here, aren't they, in these kits, and we've got coming up for you today. Just need to let you know I have less than 100, quite a bit less than 100 on these now. It will be a sellout for you this morning. We're going to have an extremely busy day today because we know about the kits, we know what's in the kits, and we can see the gorgeous variety that we've got in here, and we know the prices. So we know we're going to have an extremely busy day today, so get your baskets open. It's 100 and sorry, I've got less than 100 left now, more like 80 left now. But just to let you know that all you have to do is get yourself on the phone lines, 0800 60 777. Wait, no, that's not right. Oh, I took the phone number and I took the text number and sort of did this then. 0800 444 655 is your number if you want to get in touch with the call centre to order anything today, or of course you can do it online. Now, Sheila, we've challenged you to something very cubist.
It's the cube.
What do you think of this?
I think the colours are absolutely fabulous.
They are wonderful, aren't they?
They're a real summer blast, aren't they?
Yeah.
And we've got such lovely weather at the moment, so these are great colours for your barbecues, for your going on holiday. You know, they're the perfect mix. They're very nautical as well, I think.
Do you? I've got here these beautiful cubes. We hardly ever have them in. What I love about cubes is how they tessellate on together. Can you see that? I'm just placing them sort of on top of each other there. They don't just happen sort of flatly because they are obviously a 3D shape. You've got that beautiful tessellation in here, which I think almost builds up a bit of a mosaic-like look, but a modern twist in a way, isn't it?
Yes, you're right, yes.
Now, people might not have worked with cubes before. Sheila, I'd love to hear what we can do with cubes that maybe we couldn't do with, oh, I don't know, just a normal square or a round.
Well, I mean, cubes are, I've got a design in one of my kits here now that cubes are great as well with. So they're lovely to dangle from sort of chain, and I'm going to twist them on some wire.
Oh, love that. Bit of wire twisting.
Bit of wire twisting, yeah.
Now, each of these are howlite. Howlite is a really nice gemstone that has this internal matrix. It has a beautiful look to it. Howlite in the past has in certain places been dyed and referred to as similar to turquoise. We have got almost a turquoise coloured one here actually, haven't we? But I've also got that lovely cerise tone, that fuchsia-esque tone that actually we don't see that often in our gemstones, do we? But you also have that very nautical, as Sheila so rightly said, sort of navy tone with these ones also. I'd love to see, because I can't think of a time I've seen a collection of cubes like this, how they twist together. Oh, that is fab, isn't it? I think that's really funky. I love the way in which they all tessellate together, the way in which they almost, very much like a honeycomb, and very much like kind of, a bee's honeycomb, how they kind of interact with each other, how they kind of connect to each other, but still give you that real interest. What do you think? It's lovely, isn't it? It gives you that real interest of articulation on each of these, which I think is really eye-catching. So I do have the 3 strands here in those 3 different colours, and I've got for you around about 220 carats of each. So carat weight on this is really, really quite substantial. It means that when you've got these gemstones on the neckline, on the décolletage, or on your wrist point, you're going to be able to feel them. You're going to be able to know that they're there. You're going to be able to remember, you know, step by step that you are wearing a genuine, beautiful gemstone. 3 strands here. Your price point today, £12.95 for you today for 3 strands of genuine gemstones in a shape that we hardly ever see, let alone in a bundle together. You not only are you going to be getting all that beautiful vibrant pop of colour, which is so in fashion right now, isn't it? You've actually got some of the spring summer Pantone colours reflected in here, but also you've got shape we very rarely see, so it's probably something we don't have in our collection. But as well as that, you're actually going to be getting a little bit of something free, and that's inspiration from the lovely Sheila. So we're going to be twisting with these.
Yes.
What else are we going to be doing, please, Sheila?
I'm still working on that. It'll be a happy happening.
A happy happening.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Lovely ladies and gents out there know exactly what I mean by that.
Are you
means
sure?
I don't know until I start working with them.
Oh,
really,
brilliant.
but I'm definitely twisting first.
Okay, definitely a bit of a twisting first. And I can see you working
first.
colours together as well.
Yeah.
You had to check then.
I did. I did, yes. Because I put the wrong one on. There we go.
But happy happenings.
Happy happenings, here we come.
So £12.95 for all 3 of these. Well done, everybody. We will be having a look at what Sheila makes of them later on for you. I've got some more 925 here, which is going to go great with the piece we've just brought you. We don't bring you eye pins anymore, have you noticed, in your findings packs?
I do miss those.
Do you?
I have to say, yes.
Why, please?
Well, because they're just great. You know, if you, excuse me, if you're joining things together, then you've got the uniform, as much as we all try hard to get them, you've got the uniform basic loop at the end.
You do.
So
You
it makes
absolutely
everything just so professional.
Yeah. It makes it professional, it makes it symmetrical, and it makes it look very deliberate.
Yes.
It doesn't make it look like, oh, I've accidentally gone off a bit of a kilter there.
Yes.
It makes it look very professional.
Definitely.
Now, the interesting thing with these ones, though, because they are eye pins, now, again, for people who are new, eye pins are fab. They've got this little loop at the bottom, and we can make these into so many different things. You can make them into connectors, you can make them into chains, you can do rosary links with these. You can even make them into earring findings yourself if you want to make your own little shepherd's hook with these. You absolutely can. And then you can hang dangles from them, chain from them, gemstones from them, and so much more. But the interesting thing with these ones is that, yeah, we can make our own eye pins. You get a piece of wire, you chop it off, and you make a loop at the bottom. It's hard to get them all the same, it's hard to get them all looking perfect, it's hard to get that loop just the right sort of symmetrical look that we want every time, but it is possible. Tell you what though, it's a lot harder when we hardly ever have on 925 wire. These are genuine 925 eye pins that I've got in front of you here today, ladies and gentlemen, and it has been a long old time since I've seen them. It feels like certainly we can make our own eye pins, but I tell you what, to be able to make these eye pins out of 925, you're going to need a lot of 925 wire. Now if I'm thinking here that these are 40 mil, okay, so they're 40 mil in length approximately, but I've got 40 pieces of these, how long would that equate to? Is it about 1.6 metres? About. You'd do 40 times 40, wouldn't you? 40 times 40. Yeah, 40 times 40. 1,600. Yeah, that's right. 1,600 mil it'd be. So just you'd need almost 2 metres worth of 925 wire for this, because although these are 40 mil in length, don't forget that's including this little, it's not including the length of the wire needed for this little loop up. So actually it's almost 2 meters worth of 925 wire we'd need. Now how much is a spool of 925 wire? Well, 15, 20 pounds. Some of them are meters long, aren't they? I've got for you here almost 2 meters worth of 925 precious metal into these beautiful loops. It's not going to cost you 30 quid. It's not even going to cost you 25 pounds. It's going to cost you £7.95. You are going to need to make this, to make these, which you can, we can make our own eye pins. We say to you, if you want to make your own eye pins, it can actually save you money. That's one of the reasons we stopped putting them in the findings pack to swap them for something else, because, you know, we thought, hey, if they want value for money, we don't need to keep giving them everything that they can make themselves if they want to. We can exchange it for something different. We can put something different in. We can swap something else. But no, I have got £7.95 on 925, of which we would need approximately 2 meters worth of 925 wire to create. I think that is, well, even if, now I know this is nowhere near it, but even if our 1 meter's reel of our 0.6 925 wire was £8, which it is not, but even if it was, you'd have to buy 2 of those 1 meter spools to make this amount, so it'd be double the price to make your own. Why bother? Why bother doing that when you can actually get your hands on a collection which is not only high-end metal like this, but also it's going to save you time, it's going to make sure you've got that symmetry there, but also it's going to save you money to actually buy these yourself. Very, very unusual will that happen. Very unusually will that happen. A lot of the time, the great thing about jewellery making is we can make beautiful pieces, but actually a lot of the time it'll cost us less to make it ourselves, won't it? These are one of very, very few pieces that definitely will be costing you more to make yourself. Well done to absolutely everybody coming in and getting these. You can do so much with them. You've seen I've just linked them together there. You can make you know, beautiful earring drops out of these. You could actually make an all-in-one earring with these if you wanted to, with the drop and the earring attached just to one of them. You could do your rosary links in here if you're working with, say, oh, I don't know, maybe one of these gorgeous aquamarine I've got coming up later. If you use one of these, you see how I've got loads and loads and loads of that, loads of that head pin left. I'd probably be able to do loops, rosary link loops out of these. I'd probably be able to get about 2, maybe 3 out of this, just with this strand. That's sensational, isn't it, when you think about how far this would go. Well done to you all who are getting these. Lots of multi-buyers in today. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us today. 60777 is our text number. Start your text with the word JM Studio. What are you up to? What are you up to today? Have you got your feet up? Have you two been to see The Bodyguard?
Was a lady in the workshop had been the day before, actually. Yeah, she said the same.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have got a workshop in today. It is the lovely Claire. It's her first workshop. She's very excited. Wire writing workshop she's doing today. Now, it is her first workshop, and we're going to try and work out whether or not she's got the TV on. I don't think she does. They would normally have noticed themselves by now. It might be on mute. No, I think Claire is in the zone. She's like, come on, no TV until after lunch. Look at her. She's very handsy teacher. She's like me. I like that. So we've got some lovely ladies in the workshop today. Well done for everyone who's getting these. Now, they are flying out very quickly, and that quantity we've got there isn't near it, because I've got so many multi-buyers on this, because it is such a deal and something we rarely see. I've got something special now for all of you newbies. This is what we like to call a star buy. Oh, we're naughty, aren't we? Aren't we naughty? How many people are running to the phone now going, I need to get this garnet? We're cheeky. We've just given you a little bit of a, yeah, it is coming, and yes, it is stunning. But we're not actually doing it as our first star buy. We're going to leave that till later. Our first star buy is something special, though. Multi-beryl. Only 50 opportunities. This is, I always call it the Joneses of the gemstone world. It is your strand of beryl. It's gorgeous. Do you know the Joneses? You know that saying, oh, the Joneses. It's keeping up with the Joneses, isn't it? It's that family or that person on our street or that person on our road who has deliveries all the time from very posh supermarkets. It's that family who, you know, gets all the mod cons and is always getting delivered all of the biggest you know, brand new pieces of furniture and everything else. The Joneses are the ones who are just a little bit a step ahead, and the ones that can be very much seen as quite a prestigious and high up family. I always think of the Joneses a bit like the type of people, if you watch what's the one with Mrs. Bouquet on it, Keeping Up Appearances, it's the type of people that she'd like to be friends with. It's the Joneses. This is most certainly that of the gemstone world, because I tell you what, Beryl itself has some of the most prestigious names within its family. Beryl is a family of gemstones, and what we have within this family is some of the most important names in the gemology world. We have in there the likes of aquamarine, which has been used by so many huge jewellery houses over the years. It is one of the gemstones that has been present year in, year out for many decades in the Tiffany Blue Book. It is one of their standout pieces, which is year in, year out there, time and time again. The Tiffany Blue Book, by the way, being a book in which they place out their up-and-coming gemstones for that season, for that year. Tiffany use it, Cartier use it. We've seen the likes of Boodles using it in their high-end places, in their high-end pieces as well. So it's got that gorgeous aquamarine in there. I've also got in there, in that category, those beautiful morganites. Morganite, the name itself just puts in to your mind this air and elegance of femininity. Again, using some of the most prized pieces in the world. Morganite is this gentle, delicate pink selection that we have kind of spanning throughout this gem, and it does give you that wonderful strength. Also within the Beryl family, we do have the likes of emerald, which of course we all know it's in the big four, and very few families can kind of say that they, few gemstone families can say that they hold any of the big four within there. You've also got Heliodor in there, which is a gemstone we hardly see here at JewelleryMaker, but I have definitely got some Heliodor tones in here. When we talk about Heliodor, we're talking about the yellow variety of our multi-beryl, and I've definitely got yellow tones twinging throughout this. Heliodor, an extremely rare gemstone, a gemstone which is often in the trade described as something that maybe if you can't stretch to a canary diamond, then it could be an alternative for you, and it has got that beauty about it. Beryl is a sensational gemstone family. However, it is a gemstone family that we do not have on often at all, and that's not just at JewelleryMaker. We do not have it on at all over any of our channels. When we go and see the warehouse, when we go to look on our other channels, even when we're having a look around jewellery houses and jewellery stores and doing our research, it's very rare to see beryl separately, let alone together in a collection like this. It's almost unheard of, in fact, in particularly at the carat weight we've got here. So what I do have here is an extreme rarity for you, not just in kind of a gemology sense, but also just in something that, a rarity to have it as a collection here. It has got some of the biggest names in the jewellery world within it, and you have got some of the most prestigious names on this strand that you have the opportunity to own. It is highly rare, it is an extreme delicacy, and it is a connoisseur's choice time and time again. All of those things together though mean one thing: high prices. Usually your price point today, £34.95 for a strand of multi-beryl is absolutely above and beyond. I brought to you the other day a strand of multi-beryl that was total different kettle of fish to this. It was all irregular shaped. It was all of these different colours within it that were not as intense, not as strong as this, which is one thing that we do look for in our multi-beryl. This is something that we would usually bring to you in the rough form, not shaped like this. When I brought that strand to you the other day or a couple of days ago, you know, it was £27, but it didn't have this carat weight, it didn't have this intensity of colour, and it wasn't shaped like this. Don't get me wrong, I still loved that strand. It gave me different things, it gave me an organic nature, but I tell you what, if you want something that is perfect in its shape, because it's a lovely 9mm round that we have here, if you want something that you're not just going to have to go, oh, hang on, which one am I going to use this on, because you've got 200 carats worth there, you've got plenty to work around this. And if you want something that's very exclusive, because I only started off with 50, that's how rare this is. It wasn't you know, we've got 50 on today, and then we've got 50 tomorrow, and then in a week's time we'll bring you 50. No, we've got 50. We've got the whole kit and caboodle right here, right now for you. 50, and that's it. It's going down low though. Now, I've got lots of people who are purchasing this. I know that Jan, our lovely guest designer, is buying this. She was one of the first people in to get this. Jan, of course, sells her jewellery. She understands and knows the meaning of having prestigious gemstones in your pieces, and the fact that Jan's got her hands on this as someone who does sell and make their own jewellery, then I tell you what, you know that you are onto a winner with this. I'd love, if I may, it's something I rarely do with strands like this, but I've talked to you about the prestige and everything else of this. I would love to know how much approximately these work out per one, because I understand that beryl, you know, you can see a 1 carat morganite ring for literally thousands of pounds set into the right metal and with the right accompaniment. I have seen an aquamarine ring that was at a jeweller's store. It was 1.5 carats, and it was a carat and a half. Each of these, by the way, will work out about £1.5 carats probably, but it was 1.5 carats, and it was £700 with no other gemstones with it. So I'd love to know how much hours are working out at approximately. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 41, 45, 46. I've got 46 on my strand. 76 pence. 76 pence approximately per gemstone. Now, do you know what else I'd like to work out? How much approximately carat weight wise these are each. So it's 200 carats divided by 46. Because I'd love to know the carat weight of these, because we know. Do you know I was talking to you about that aquamarine? That aquamarine that I saw the other day, it was 1.5 carats. It had no other gemstones with it. It was around about the £700 mark. It was just under £700 by about £5. £700 mark. It was 1.5 carats. These are working out over 4 carats each. That, ladies and gentlemen, is inherent value above and beyond. Don't forget, it's not about a cluster of gemstones and carat weight. The way I always think about it is, you could buy a carat's worth of diamonds in a band design that were split between 9 gems, and that would be considerably lower in price point than if you just had a pure 1 carat diamond ring. So it is all about the amount you're getting. Well done, multi-buyers on this. You know you're getting yourself a deal there, working out about 70 something pence per one. That's astonishing. I do have those Kiss pearls coming up for you later on, which are going to go really beautifully with a piece like that as well. But now, I'm going to head over to lovely Sheila to see what she's been creating. Hello, Sheila. How are you?
All right, my dear, are you?
Yeah, really good.
Good.
Now, it's not actually the blue kit we're doing first, is it? It's this gorgeous under the sea feel. Tropical island.
Tropical island, yes, definitely. It's got all the sort of rich colours, hasn't it? The gold.
I really wanted to nosy at these. I've never seen an abalone cab before.
Have you not?
No.
They're beautiful, the abalone, because there's so much that goes with them.
It's fab, isn't it?
Yeah, it brings out lots of colours, doesn't it?
What was your inspiration with this, please, lovely Sheila?
I think it was sort of the coral and the sort of different tones of the blue and the pearl. You know, they're all sort of sea. That's what they remind you of, you know.
Yeah.
And I just like mermaids and, you know, just Under the Sea. I should have called it Under the Sea, really, shouldn't I? Really, but I thought, well, it's lovely to wear on a tropical island.
You're right. Oh yes.
Because you've got the glamour with the abalone, you know, and then you've got sort of day wear. So it's a good mixture, really, of lots of occasions that you can wear all of the pieces.
Yeah, I agree with that. You can. It's a beautiful array that we have here. I love how you have got such a beautiful mix of all the pieces. And tell me why, apart from the obvious, did you decide to pair this with rose gold plated 925?
Well, I just think, you know, because of the colour tones, you know, the oranges and the colours in the abalone, I just thought the rose gold went with it. It sort of sat with it very, very well. It didn't, you know, it wasn't sort of too striking. It was almost a bit melted into it.
It's not overpowering or too sort of brash,
but it has that luxury look as well.
Definitely.
I think rose gold does. It's you know, it's just beautiful, and I just thought it's the ideal kit for the rose gold to go with.
Yeah, it's sensational, isn't it?
The colours.
Now, what I'm going to bring to you today is a beautiful collection of very prestigious proportions, and it's quite hard to know exactly where to start, but I tell you what, I will start off with these beautiful abalone. You're getting 3 of these in total, and they are a mosaic pattern effect of abalone. Now, doesn't that just give you this really mystical effect? It's almost a magical appeal, isn't it? And these are cabochons, so they haven't got a drill hole in these. They have got a very, very slight dome to them. They are really, really sensational. Something quite unusual for us to work with.
Well, they are quite mystic, aren't they? You know, they just draw you in.
They really do. It's very captivating, isn't it, with that mosaic design?
And I think, you know, we sort of tend to look at things, but we have to look deeper, don't we, to actually, and especially with gemstones, you know, because they have something inside them, don't they, that almost attracts you to them. Does that
Sheila,
sound
it's
rubbish?
20 to 10 and you've just been so profound. I feel like it's too early. You're completely and absolutely right. You are completely and absolutely right. And these ones do have shell on the back of them, so let me show you. They've got the kind of mother of pearl shell on the back of them, which does have a pearl essence to them as well. So actually, you can use it either way, and it's nice to have a little bit of a different appeal, actually, isn't it? Now these, you're getting 3 of them, and those are $9.95 alone. Polly, oh my word, Sheila, those designs are stunning.
Bless you, Polly. Aww.
They are. I agree, Polly. So I've got those in there for you.
So they're there.
I've also got for you Amazonite. This is such a pure colour of Amazonite. It really is. Not only do I have in there the 3mm faceted rounds. Can you imagine trying to facet these? Tricky work.
Absolutely. And I think Amazonite can be, because it's quite close to aquamarine, but you know what I mean? It's a close, and I just think it's maybe underestimated a little bit.
I adore Amazonite.
I think it's lovely.
I think the purity and the amount that it goes with is sensational. It is, for me, that almost perfect summer day blue sky colour, isn't it?
Yes,
it's just sensational. But not only do we have the faceted rounds, you have the rice beads. Now, how often do we have rice beads on? It's not even daily, is it? So it's lovely to have them in such an unusual gemstone as Amazonite, which gives us one of the most popular colours in the gemstone world. I have got real deal pearls here for you, which of course will work so well with my pearl kisses that I have for you later on. 2 strands worth here of these pearls, and I have to say they are just wonderful because they are quite elongated. You've got these pearls, the potato pearls. I'm not sure what the size on these ones is, but I'll let you know that in a moment. Oh, they're a 6x11 approximately, these ones. And the interesting thing with these 2, for all you connoisseurs, they are natural. So these 2 strands here are natural coloured pearls. Even when we see white pearls, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are natural. I would always check if you're concerned about that, or if you are a bit of a connoisseur who likes to know more about their pearls. These are natural in their colour. They've not been bleached, they've not been irradiated, they've not been heated, they've not even had the kind of extra work of the polishing. There's no coating on these, no dye applied to these. These are as Mother Nature intended, which is a true rarity in the world and which is something we do not see often. I've then got for you a really beautiful, strong colour. Look at that. It's given that pop now, hasn't it? Can you see that? Carnelian. Carnelian, don't forget, we haven't seen a lot of recently. We did decide to stop purchasing it for a short period of time because prices were fluctuating so dramatically with it. We've got a strand in here though. Carnelian, that gemstone with the history and folklore and tale of kind of the different sexes wearing the different colours and the different powers that these are said to give you out in history. Really beautiful gemstone strand, in particular in these kind of eyelet shapes that we have here, and you still have that clarity with this, which we don't always get of course with carnelian, but you have with these. They're a 16 by 12. And then to add another pop of lusciousness, coral. I haven't seen coral in a long while. Coral, just for everybody who is a connoisseur and it is, you know, it is sort of questioning where their gems come from. Our coral is totally and absolutely ethically sourced. We can't say it for all coral in all places, in all companies over the world, but we can say it for here. Our coral is sourced in two ways. One slight way that it's done now and again, not that much, is we do have people who essentially wait for the tides to come in and pick up small pieces of coral. So obviously coral that has, you know, died within the ocean. The vast majority of our coral though we actually get from mounting tops. We get it from hillsides, from where ancient seas used to exist but no longer do. So essentially it's fossilized coral that has been in that way for millennia almost. Hello Pauline, I love Amazonite. I thought it was a bit boring until I got some in a kit and was blown away by it. It's kind of a chameleon gem that goes with everything. Yeah. Pauline, and I absolutely agree with that. I love these because they sort of fall so well. The rice bead, Amazon, yeah. They really do. And they're not boring at all, are they, Pauline? No. Because they have almost this they have this melting of colour across them that's really interesting. Get it home to appreciate it. And then to go along with all of these very high-end pieces, I have got that rose gold 925. We hardly ever see rose gold 925. And it's such a shame because I understand it's a rarity for everyone to see. Whenever we have rose gold 925 on, people seem to go loopy for it. They can't wait to get their hands on it. And also I think, you know, when you're doing craft fairs, it's good to have all the varieties of all the various, you know, definitely colours, you know, with the rose gold and the silver. But I just think rose gold goes with, as I say, it's very delicate, very feminine, and yeah, I love it. It's stunning, isn't it? You've got that heart-shaped chain in there as well, which is gorgeous for charms. It's gorgeous for all ages. You can make it into earrings, as you can see here as well. It's something we don't get that often, and it's very special when we do, and of course a high price selection. So let's reiterate all of this collection. You've got 3 of your abalone, you've got beautiful Amazonite in 2 forms, you've got 2 strands of natural pearl, you've got we hardly ever see it carnelian, and you've got that ethically sourced coral. All of that is going to be brought together by this stunning 925 rose gold collection. Now this kit should be £66 and 60 pence. So it is a high-end kit that we have here. £66, 60 pence. Today we're doing something ridiculous. Saturday Super Saver starts now. It's half price. And that's the truth. We're not actually, are we? We're not bang on half price. It should have been £66.60. We have taken not 10% off, which normally when I see that in a supermarket, 10% off on food, I'm there. I can't wait. 50%. 25% off even. If one of my favourite clothing stores has 25% off, blimey, you know, I'm elbowing my way to the sale rail. Half price is unheard of. The findings pack itself is how much? £15.95. £15.95. The findings pack alone is, so let's say it's £16.
That's why I think
the abalone is £10.
Yep.
So we'll round it up slightly by 5p if that's all right, because I'm rubbish at maths. So £16 on the findings packs and £10 on the abalone alone would be £26.
Exactly, and the pearls as well, the 2 strands of pearls. And I think my philosophy on jewellery now is you can actually wear any colours, you know, seasonal. You don't have to worry about wearing them at set times. I think you just have to wear whatever you want with whatever you want, especially with your black dress, as I've said before. You
Absolutely.
know. So I think you have to buy what you really like and what you enjoy making. You know, we've all sort of got our gemstones, which are our favourites, and you know, but
it's something very special. And ladies and gentlemen, can I just tell you, Saturday Super Saver, I've taken out the £15.95 findings pack. I've taken out the £9.95 abalone, just to show you that this together, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's working out way less than £2 each, because all of this together is working out at £7.40 all together. £1.23 for this gorgeous, highly faceted, very difficult Amazonite. £1.23 for this beautiful natural strand of pearls. £1.23 for an ethically sourced coral. £1.23 for this really, really stunning clarity, beautiful burst of tone carnelian. £1.23 for this really gorgeous, again, natural connoisseur piece of your wonderful pearls. And £1.23 for a shape we hardly ever see, a gemstone we hardly ever see, your gorgeous rice bead Amazonite. Wow!
It's just a... I think the prices that I know from making jewellery before we actually started JewelleryMaker, and I know how much I had to pay then, and you were paying £6-7 for a strand, you know, and that was just for not, you know, just maybe, I don't know, agate and you know what I mean? So the actual quality that you've got in the gemstones here, anywhere else you would pay such a lot for.
£1.23 this natural pearl strand has cost me.
And for a wedding, for a bride,
oh my gosh, just perfect.
You could just take one of those out, pop it on a head pin, just make it and put maybe a little bit of chain and just have the pearl necklace with just another pearl dangling.
With just another pearl dangling.
For £1, £1.23, you've got your bridal necklace, plus you could pair of earrings and even a bracelet out of the one strand.
Oh,
so
easily.
Easily. So
absolutely easily. That is half price. Now there is a queue on the phone lines, but I promise we'll be with you, and do not forget it's a free phone number. If you haven't opened up your baskets yet, why not? Go on, get them open. It's a half price deal, and it is midnight till midnight, £2.95 postage and packaging. Doesn't matter if you buy one thing or 101 things, so get your hands on it whilst you can. Select queue on the phone. We'll be with you as soon as we can, and we are going to have a demo from the lovely Sheila.
Right, well,
You've got your handy-andy
I've got
out.
my handy-andy,
Lovely.
yes, I do love my handy-andy. And all I've done, I've on the earrings.
Yes.
Where are they?
These beautiful ones here.
Yeah. Those no, sorry, the necklace. Sorry, the necklace.
Okay.
The little sort of, I call them little bunches of grapes that are on the, are on there.
Lovely.
And that's all I did with that, was I put a little bit of chain on each of the drops on there, and then I got my beading thread. Let me just get that out of the way, it's gone down underneath there. So I've got my beading thread, because there are a lot more uses with beading thread than, you know, sometimes we think. So all I did was I put 3, I've already started to do a little bit just so that you can see how it actually looks. So I put 3 on.
3 of those beautiful
tiny
faceted
little
Amazonites onto that beading thread.
Put 3 of those, and then when you actually draw it together with your monofilament and just tie a knot. Oh, that in the way, sorry about that. Then just tie a knot. Whoops. Get the monofilament, there we go. And then it gives you that little
cluster,
if you can see that on there. So you can see it goes one side then another. It's because of the way that the gemstones fall and tying that knot. The next time you do it, if you put it on the top, the sort of right hand that it comes over your thumb, and then put the 3 on there, it will then take that little cluster over the other side. So it allows you to gather clusters on the chain. Beautiful. My little bunch of grapes.
Love those.
So just sort of alternate your monofilament and put on your little gorgeous faceted Amazonite, and that's all you do really. So it's quite a simple thing to do, and if you've got a handy I wouldn't be without my handy.
No, it builds up really well.
It does. So then all you do is just tie that again,
tie a knot,
pull it down, and there you can see it's resting on the other side there.
Nice way to add a little bit something extra to the chain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Thank you for showing us that, lovely Sheila.
You're welcome.
But we are going to be showing you some of your makes now, because we're going to head over to have a look at what you've been creating in our Wall of Fame. Hello everyone, we're over here at Blimey. We're nearly exactly the same size, Sheila. I've just noticed.
Hang on a minute.
What? Oh, yeah, but I've got my heels on.
Oh, have you got your heels on?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Right.
Oh, mine can't start. Hang on. Oh, I'm shorter than Sheila. Well, I never.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Mind you, these are high. I don't normally wear these high, but
it's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. One has to do one's best.
Anyway, Sheila.
So here we have
Wall of Fame. We're going to start and have a little look at your pieces, and Sheila's starting
which
off
we
today.
always get excited about, don't we? And this is number 489, and that's beautiful. I think sometimes the simple designs, especially something like that, it's gorgeous to sort of wear with your plain dress. It's just beautiful. And I love the way it's displayed on blue as well. Lovely. And this is from Eileen, and Eileen says, Eileen's from Cheshire, and she says, good morning all you lovely people at JM Towers. Please find attached this week's entry to the Wall of Fame. A necklace, bracelet and earring set made from rainbow moonstone, black spinel and sterling silver, with all components from JM. This is for a friend who is attending a ball on Saturday, sorry, beg your pardon. Good luck to everyone for Wednesday's draw. And that's from Eileen. Well done, Eileen. I'm sure your friend will be chuffed to bits with that.
I'm sure she'll have a ball. We've got a bundle of spinel on today, I think. And it looks very similar to this one. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Love that piece. What a gorgeous array of light we've got shining through this on $4.90. Hi all. This week's entry, wait for it, Cullinan Topaz drops. Andesine rondelles and white topaz rounds and sterling silver findings, all JM. Have had the Cullinan Topaz for a while and been waiting for the right moment. Wishing everybody the best, Jan, I am so jealous. Cullinan Topaz is one of my absolute favourites, and we're not allowed to sell it here anymore. 490, well done to you. Good luck, very good luck, and beautiful piece.
Look at this.
Oh.
This is absolutely beautiful. And this is it is very, very. And this is 488. And this is from Miriam. Miriam doesn't say where she's from, but it's gorgeous, Miriam. Hi all at JM. Attached is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A citrine stone from Gem Collector set in a white topaz ring mount from JewelleryMaker. I use the deluxe gem setting tool kit in order to set the beautiful stone. I have always wanted a citrine ring, and thanks to yourselves at JewelleryMaker and Gem Collector, I now proudly own one. Good luck to all the other entrants, and thank you for continually bringing us fab shows and deals. Love, Miriam. And thank everybody out there for sending us all these gorgeous designs. That's beautiful.
Really stunning.
Absolutely beautiful. Well done.
$4.91 here, and that is so...
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I like
so wearable.
Pearls,
beautiful.
Yeah. Good.
Hello, everyone. I know this is my second entry this week, but Rachel advised me to send this in. So who am I to refuse? Made on a gizmo tool with silver-coloured wire and little pearl beads from my stash. The inspiration is from one of the JM Gizmo DVDs as demonstrated by the wonderfully talented Rachel Norris. Good luck to all, and that is from Heather. Heather, thank you for sending that in. A really nice array of your pieces there. $4.91 is your number.
And this is number 487, which is a bracelet which has all sorts. It's got a little book on it. It's got all
little
sorts.
charms.
Little charms,
Little
yeah.
keyring charm.
But they're a special. Special. Okay, ready?
Oh, I can't. I'm
Ready?
too ready now, Sheila. Go on.
This is from Chloe, and Chloe says, "Hi everyone, my entry this week is a charm keyring I made for a friend as a Secret Santa gift last year. It was Once Upon a Time themed. Aww. And she loved it. I added some more chain for her last month, and we were both so pleased with the result. All charms are made from polymer clay and attached with JM findings. Good luck to everyone." That's lovely,
Chloe,
isn't it?
thank you
That's
for that. Now, I'm
gorgeous.
just looking. When she says
When I-
Once Upon a Time...
So you've got a book.
Yeah.
You've got a little angel.
Angel, yeah,
You've
yeah.
got
Swan.
Swan.
I'm wondering
yeah.
if she means the TV programme or just the books. She got the dagger. Did you watch Once Upon a Time?
I did.
Did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good.
Thank you for sending that in. 487. Okay, after the break.
It's a mess. Come on then. Tidy it up.
All right, just because you're taller than me, Sheila. Right, after the break, we've got something really stunningly high-end. It is the beautifully blue gemstone, which sadly we are not getting our hands on as much anymore. It is the sensational tanzanite. We will see you in a couple of minutes.
Join guest designer Rachel Norris on her Artisan Earrings DVD. Get creating stunning designs in no time at all through the fantastic tuition from Rachel. The easy-to-follow steps shown on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating earrings. This DVD covers how to make your own findings, Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
The wedding season is upon us and JewelleryMaker want to help you get prepared. Join us on Monday 17th of August for our wedding fair. We'll be inspiring you with some amazing deals including headwear, footwear and accessories. We have guest designers Fleur, Debs and Claire on hand to give you inspiration and spark creativity on how to make that big day special with a personal touch. Come join us for our wedding fair. All day on Monday the 17th of August.
So you have a modern drill now, but we were talking earlier on that caveman or 6,000 years ago they were making jewellery, and you were telling me how difficult they must have found it to drill the amber.
Yeah, the amber is really very soft to drill, but drilling it from one side to the other, you get you chip the stone on the other side. So optimally, how do you call it?
Optically,
you call it. You have to drill it from the both sides to meet the drills in the middle of the stone, and that was difficult in our days.
Yeah.
So a lot of stones got broken, and one's drilling from the one side.
Yeah.
And we found the remaining from old workshops doing amber in the ground from 7,000 years ago.
Wow.
It was that long ago.
And that was in this area of Poland?
In this
or?
area, in the Gdańsk area, the oldest ever found was about 7,000 years old.
So sort of 5,000 BC. It's a long, long time to...
Yeah. That's
I'm Sandra. I've been on Gemma Crow's structured wirework course, and I've learnt some amazing techniques. She showed me how to work hard and how to use wire working in the best way without hurting your joints, and how to manipulate the wire, hammer in, and made an amazing torque necklace which I never thought I would be able to do. And I've learned so much, so many techniques. It's been an amazing day. I've thoroughly enjoyed everything.
Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live. View all the details of the item that is currently on air. as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
This has always been an extreme rarity. This has always been an extremely scarce gemstone. But times have changed of late so much that at some point, possibly soon, it's more than likely that this gem will only be an heirloom piece. What I have here for you is a stunning selection of one of the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world. I not only have it here for you, I have an amazing quantity when it comes to the carat weight in particular here for you, but also I have it in its natural form. That doesn't happen often at all. This rarity is made even rarer by the fact that it is natural, and this rarity is made even rarer by the fact that currently we are getting so little out of the ground that truly it will more than likely be going somewhere soon that we just can't get to it. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this gemstone is tanzanite, and it is one of the most profound, most kind of gemologically changing gems in a way that has burst into our scenes of later years. It's one of the most recent gemstones to kind of force its way into becoming a birthstone, and that hasn't happened in particular in kind of the Western birthstone range for many years before that. This really did just come onto the scene with an absolute pow. It was instantly skyrocketed to fame, being worn by some of the best celebrities and being crafted by some of the best workers, even being placed into some of the most notable films of around that era. If anyone's seen Titanic, you know, the heart of the ocean, that was a tanzanite, and it's pieces like that that really have given this absolute fame. This is a one locational gemstone though that is extremely difficult to get, and I wanted to, if I may, show you one of the reasons it's very hard to get in a very short film. This is a short film about one of the small mines in this small mining area for this one locational gemstone, and it should just depict to you exactly the work and effort and time we have to go through to get this stunning gemstone out of the ground.
This shaft is actually deeper than Tanzanite 1. It's in D block. It's owned by Rahim, and he says I'm one of the first Mzungus to actually be allowed to go down and see it. My gosh, it's pretty impressive. But you want to go down 800 meters and climb a step at 45 degrees. It's absolutely baking hot, and I tell you what, just recently I ran the marathon, and this is so much tougher. If you bought Tanzanite back in 2004, some of it wasn't that difficult to get out the ground, we'll be quite honest. They were quite close to the surface of the earth, but every time you invest in a beautiful Tanzanite today, the odds are it's come a lot deeper from the earth's surface, a lot deeper. That makes it more expensive to get out for sure, but it does mean that as we get deeper there was more heat from Mother Nature, and therefore the colours are sometimes completely natural. More expensive, certainly rarer, and we just hope that on this new level that they've just got down to 800 meters, that we carry on finding Tanzanite. And like we keep saying, back in 2004 we did say it was a one-generation gemstone, and that was based on all of the geological and gemological resources that we had available at that time. Today, my belief, there's probably 2 or 3 more generations, but watch what's going to happen to the price as the costs keep escalating.
That was filmed a couple of years ago, and sadly for all of us really, and for Tanzanite, although we did get down to that 800 metres, and as you saw there, the circumstances were excruciating. I think it to be quite claustrophobic, and you saw the heat, you could see how out of breath Steve was there, you know, coming out of that mine. Even though we did get down to that 800 metres, sadly, although it did us very well for a very short time, it no longer is. Out of that mine right now, we are lucky if we get a small handful of rough out of the ground per day, and that small handful of rough will generally, once it's all fastered down and put into pieces, can be coming out at less than 3 carats worth. Less than 3 carats worth to be 800 metres into the crust of the earth in those extreme conditions for hours and hours to get this gemstone out of the ground. It's safe to say it's dire situations for Tanzanite right now. You may well have seen quite a bit of it of late, and you might have done. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, isn't it unusual for to have it on JewelleryMaker, because it's not. I had a strand of Tanzanite on yesterday on the mid-show, and I did. You know, it was a strand that we've had on a few times. But at the end of the day, there's a couple of reasons for that. The number one reason is the fact that we don't do what many companies are doing and squirrel it away and store it away, because we know that, hey, in a year's time, in 2 years' time, maybe 3 years' time, if it's still not coming out of the ground in big quantities, we can mark that up in price dramatically and make so much from what we bought at a relatively conservative price in comparison to if this does become extinct. We don't do that. But also, what we don't do is, unlike many places right now, we still, to this day, right now, at JewelleryMaker, have not hiked the price on Tanzanite. Now, that's something that even our sister channel cannot say. You may well have watched their documentary that I had on, was sort of November time last year. It was as an ITV documentary that they had on, and it was about Gems TV, and Steve was on there saying about Tanzanite and about, for the first gemstone, for the first time in our sister channel's 10 years, they've had to price hike the price of a gemstone. We at JewelleryMaker haven't yet, and that is why this price point is astonishing. It's £34.95 for one of the genuinely rarest gemstones in the world. In a poll recently, in a gemological poll recently, this came out as the top 10 rarest gemstone in the world, but it was in the top 10, closer to the top 5. And that, by the way, that top 10 that we had did not have any diamond in it that we all think, oh, diamond's rare, isn't it? There was no diamond in that top 10. It was very, very specific. It was things like your black opal, for example. This price point for one of the rarest gemstones in the world is astonishing. At £34.95 on 8mm rounds, it is just above and beyond that we have here for you. It genuinely is just astonishing. What we've got here is the name and the notoriety of Tanzanite. I always think with Tanzanite, you are going to be making a true heirloom piece, and you are, but because this is a true heirloom piece, this is a true piece, a true collection for people to be sending and making for their grandchildren, their best friends, their loved ones, themselves, that actually in a few years' time, if things continue in the way they will, may well continue to absolutely skyrocket in price. In the trade right now, the price points have raised to around about 900 to about 1,000% increase on price, and that's only since about September last year. It is a very short period of time, less than a year, to have around about 1,000% pay hike and price hike in this gemstone is astonishing. Camilla says amazing price and so beautiful. Camilla, you're absolutely right. I tell you what, you will nowadays be more likely to pay out a much bigger amount of money for tanzanite than you would for any diamond. In particular, and one other thing I will note there is, if you heard in that piece, you know, that Steve said relatively near the end, he mentioned the fact that because of this new mining location, you know, it is getting harder to mine, which absolutely it has. It absolutely became much more difficult for a very long period of time. It was becoming rarer and is much rarer now than even when that film was created, because essentially we you know, had high hopes for getting to that new level, and sadly that new level has kind of come to an end now. We can't go any lower, we can't go any further. It's essentially a stop, it's essentially an end now, in comparison to the moves we were able to make. But also with this, and in that piece he did say, and the good thing about it though is sometimes you might get some natural pieces, but it was a sometimes, and it is a sometimes. It is rare to get it natural. To get this naturally, as you have on this strand, is truly excessive of the amount of beauty, purity, and of course that connoisseur notoriety tick. I know that a lot of our connoisseurs out there will only be purchasing the big four in a natural form. I know quite a few, if you will, of course apart from that of diamond, because diamond to get naturally is almost impossible. But to get tanzanite, which isn't a big four, but it is, you know, pushing into the big five if you play into that, well then this in a natural form is just astonishing. Half of my stock has gone though. Once this goes, this goes. We aren't going to be getting this strand back in again. I doubt. Obviously I can never say never, because who knows, an absolute who knows, something astonishing might happen, but essentially we're not going to get this strand in again, are we? Because it's taken us so long to get it here, to get it at that price. And one thing I will say is, say in somehow in 2 years time we do get this strand in again, maybe it would happen, who knows, things strange happen all the time. I highly doubt it will be $34.95. I highly doubt it would be under £100, because actually if we think about it, if we think about the 900% increase on the prices, even if we still kept it really low and we said let's only give a 500% pay increase on this, the prices you'd be paying would be in the mid-hundreds, wouldn't it, for it? Well done everybody who's coming in and getting their hands on this. It is so exceptional to be able to have this. And Sheila, I know that tanzanite is kind of close to your heart and how you feel about it.
It is indeed, and I think, as you rightly said earlier on, that we have to get it while we can, you know, and we aren't storing it, but we are being honest and saying that, you know, it won't be here for very long, and it is such a worldly used and needed gemstone. So while we've got it, get it, because as you said as well, the prices will just rocket up, which does with any gemstone.
Absolutely agree with that.
Not as easy to mine.
No. Hello Lindsay, lovely to see you. Says, hiya, I got my first tanzanite strand too. Can you explain just what you mean about it being totally natural? What other way can strands come? Lindsay, great question. First off, congratulations on that first tanzanite. Honestly, do your research on tanzanite when you get this, Lindsay, because we're not giving this bump. This is the top 10 rarest gemstone in the world and one of the highest priced gemstones. So well done to you, Lindsay. It's going to be a day to remember. What I mean by totally natural is gemstones have treatments everywhere. Everywhere gemstones will have treatments. We here at the Genuine Gemstone Company are completely opaque, not completely opaque, the opposite, transparent about our treatments that we have. Can you see, if you look down there, if you're watching on TV, see just above JewelleryMaker.com, if you look at that scrolling bar that comes up, it currently says 180 carats worth of tanzanite plain rounds. In a bit that will change, and what it'll say is it'll have what is it, AWM at the end of it, and usually it will have brackets next to that. Now those brackets will usually contain a letter, and that letter is representative of a treatment. Now now I've said it to you, on more of our gemstones, you'll start noticing it, and your eyes will even be drawn to that a little bit more. But essentially, it is a letter will stand for a treatment. So treatments, for example, if you see a B in a bracket, which we see a lot for pearls, it's bleached. It means they've been bleached. If you see an I, that will be for irradiation. And irradiation is essentially where they get a gemstone and they shoot it with these gamma rays, and it has to be locked away for months and months and months at a time in a very secure place, because the gamma rays at that point can be quite dangerous, but that can do things like intensify colour. You'll see things, treatments on tanzanite, heat. A lot of the time they apply heat to give it that kind of blue colour. It changes the colour of it by applying a lot of high-end high temperature heat will be applied to it. You can even get ones, Lindsay, and keep your eyes peeled for this, for things like on sapphire and ruby. You'll see an F in a bracket, and that means filled. Sometimes you'll even see the full word of filled, actually, which means that it's been injected with glass to make it look more appearance. Now, I can say, Daisy, see AGW at the bottom of your screen, there's no brackets next to that. That means this is natural one. So unless the presenter says otherwise, at the bottom of your screen, it will be mentioned. Just to let everybody know, if you do want to have a little look at the treatment codes, then what you can do is go onto our Facebook page, no, not our Facebook page, our Jewellery Maker, and you'll have a little look on there. Right at the bottom of the screen, you have all those little headings. There'll be a treatment section or more information section there. Click on that and it'll give you all the information on it as well. 180 carats worth of your tanzanite, well done, totally natural, totally real deal, and at 34.95, I think it's safe to say a total bargain. Well done to you all. Right, last chance saloon for you right here, right now. Last chance saloon, that by the way for me means 30 or less. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Did you watch Jan? Did you watch Jan make that beautiful moon and star selection? If you did, then ladies and gentlemen, you need to get your hands on this. In fact, I need to get my hands on this. In fact, I might not say much about these because I really want them. And I've only got 30. I have got for you here a trio of that spinel, and look at it. You've got 3 different colours here of that black coated spinel. I've got black spinel, I've got golden spinel, and I've got mystic blue spinel. If I hold them out like this, actually, it might be able to show you the colours a little bit better. Oh, sorry, fingers and thumbs today. There you go. So you'll be able to see those colours a little bit better now. You've got an almost old gold piece, you've got a pure black piece, and you've got that is described as mystic brown, and what that gives you is almost an antiques bronze colour. They are absolutely sensational to work with. We've had loads and loads of demonstrations with these. Your price point for 3 strands today, £19.95. Now these, you've seen the price of our micro-faceted gemstones. Normally it's £19.95 for one, isn't it? £19.95 for 1 strand of micro-faceted gemstones we're used to, not for 3, not for spinel, not for ones that give you this outrageous glamour and twinkle. They're about to sell out, £19.95. Well done to you all. Do check out those baskets for me, not many of those left. Absolutely jealous that I've not been able to get them. I've got some chains, well, necklaces. I've got necklaces, double trouble offer. I've got a necklace. Look at this, look. Oh, this is a beautiful design, double trouble. That means I'm bringing you 2 necklace deal design. This is going to be a very naughty price. Get yourself on the phone lines for these as soon as you can. Look at the twinkle. Can you see that sparkle? What does that sparkle make you think of? Makes you think luxurious? Does it make you think high-end? Does it make you think double trouble bargain deal? Well, no, not normally, but what it is today, actually. You've got this super, super intricate silver chain selection that we have here. But what I will say is, can you see how intricate these chains are, how intricate these links are? Now, what we might think with these is, oh, it looks too delicate. Oh, I don't know if I dare wear that. Well, trust me, that is super duper sturdy strong, and that is because although we've got the delicate links, we've almost We haven't done a double link and extended them, which I've seen a lot of chains, super fine chains that are really extended links, which doesn't give you, as you can pull on them and they can break apart. With these ones, because they're almost a perfect round that has actually been flattened at the top and the bottom, not only do you get more strength because we've got the links tighter together, so there's more security there, we've also flattened it at the top and the bottom, which means we've changed the internal composition of the metal itself, making it stronger, making it harder. But also what it means is you get this really delicate appeal, but it's super duper strong, and so it's workable. It is sensational. And when I say it's a necklace, I mean it's a necklace, because look, it's got your jump ring attached, it's got that little note there that tells you it's 925, it's got the bolt ring clasp, and it's got the extender chain here as well. Now, for people who are new to us and aren't sure what an extender chain is, it does what it says on the tin, really. This too is 925, it's all made up in 925, and it means that you can change the length of your necklace depending on where you want it to sit. So if I may show this against my neckline, I'd just like to show you what difference the extender makes. So this is going to be on the shortest link. So if I hold this up to the shortest link, this is close to around about a 14-inch necklace now that I've got here for you. Now, don't forget, you know, even if you just love jewellery and you just want to wear this as a chain, and it's beautiful, but what you can do is pop on a pendant on top of this if you want to. Just beautiful effect that will give you just as a piece alone, or as a pendant. And then if I do it at the lowest part, there we go. We're closer there to a 16-inch. So much more of a drape down the décolletage, much more of a drape around the collarbone area, giving real femininity and giving you more of that appearance of the shine and sparkle, because with a 14-inch, you know, it can just come up as kind of under the shadow line of your neck. So you get a little twinkle of sparkle just in the centre, whereas when it's at its most extended, can you see how that light bands all the way around, doesn't it? Really does catch the light. Hiya, Fran. Morning! I snap fine chains as soon as I touch them. Not the ones from JewelleryMaker or Gemporia. Fran, thank you for that. I'm a bit like that. I'm a bit sort of heavy-handed, finger and thumbsies with things. So I think it's amazing that I managed to get this out time and time again, and not only do this, but can also do it up without breaking it. And that is all to do with the quality. You don't just get one of these, by the way. It is a double trouble, and it means you get two. They are the same that you're getting here now. They are the same ones that we've got here. Now, TV viewers and telephone bidders. Oh, I love you lot. I love you lot, because you're always a little bit cautious, aren't you? You're always a little bit, I'm going to wait and see what they can do on the price of this before I, you know, pick up the phone. Can I just say, web bidders, you are like the Speedy Gonzales of the jewellery maker world. You see it, you're on it, you're checking out today. You are bang, 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 which means I've got over 100 of these gone already, and probably about 99% maybe of those are web bidders. Phone bidders, get yourself ready, because your price point for two necklace 925 is £9.95 for you today. Sheila, I love your face at the best of times. The slow motion then of a what? No! Was astonishing.
It was as well. I
didn't think you expected that, did you, Sheila?
No, I didn't actually.
I can tell. £9.95 is usually the price we'd expect for one.
I just wish I was at the other end of the phone, that's all I'm saying.
Isn't that astonishing?
Amazing, amazing.
And
it is fantastic quality chain. I've never broken any chain at all. Maybe I'm just extra. I do break it if I snip it with a pair of, you know, cutters. But
well, yeah, of course.
But otherwise, no. Fabulous.
Isn't that astonishing? For two necklaces, for two 925 necklaces.
In fact, I saw my friend the other day, met her for lunch, and she'd got a pendant on that I made for her. And she said, I bought this chain from JewelleryMaker. She says, and it's the best chain I've ever bought. And I am not just saying that, those were her words, so.
So you know.
I know.
You know.
I know, you know.
You know. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? Can you clarify what length this is? 16 inches with 2 inch makes it 18. Yeah, we're just finding the ruler of truth. Ruler of truth, where are you? We're pretty sure that'll be right. Yeah, 16 and 18 makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, that makes sense, that makes sense. We will find a ruler of truth though if we get the chance to. Well done everybody who's coming in and getting your hands on these. £9.95 for 2 of them. It's astonishing. What's that working out for a 925 chain then, sorry? £4.50-ish, isn't it? Is it? Oh no, wait. Just less than £5 each, isn't it? Just less than £5 each. £5 for a 925 chain. Well done everybody. You can see how low my stock is getting at the moment, so please do come in and get your hands on those. You're getting 2 of them, and not only can you wear these as a chain, but you can add on your pendants. Do check out those baskets, extremely low. How many in baskets please, Dee? Lovely. Dion just sounded like an answer phone message then. I just went, how many left? And she went, you have 30 messages. It reminds me of that Bridget Jones's Diary bit. Do you know where they go, you have no messages, not even from your mother? That one. That film. 42 left, but loads in baskets. So please do check out, and well done to everybody who's got your hands on this whilst you can. Do you know what? These would look great with a little cluster from those, you know, those 925 head pins we had as our early bird. How about a little cluster just hanging from one of these of your garnet? Even just a little trio. Just 1, 2, 3, I think I'd do. Or, to be honest, I'd do in the middle, bottom 1, 1, 2, dainty on top. I'd do a 3, I'd do a little stacker, a little graduated stacker. Can I just show you? I just need to get my light out, if I may. You ready?
Oh, I say.
Bargain! Got mine. Loving the show, ladies, and that's from Chris. Thank you, Chris. Chris leaving a little kiss. Can I just show you this really quickly with the garnet? If you just have a little look at it, and then I'll shine my light. Oh, it does look nice and rich, doesn't it? And now it looks sparkling. Look at those very berry tones. How clear is that? Wow. Thank you, Chris, for sending that in, and thank you for sending a little kiss at the end. Don't forget, Pearl Kisses coming up very soon. Before that, though, I've got another beautiful piece of beryl. It is your star by. Sheila.
Yes.
Aquamarine. Price
My
point.
birthstone.
Price point me. What have you seen? What do you know? What do you recognise as aquamarine? Don't you know, for a shaped round like this, what price points do we know? What price points do we recognise?
I would say from made up or just the strand to buy from anywhere else. Oh gosh, you'd be looking between 45 and 50 pounds, I would say.
Yeah, 45, 50 pounds. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. In fact, I had a little look on our website last night, and on our website we do have a strand on at the moment, which is 84 or 74, let's be safe, so it's 74.95. 74.95 is the price we have seen for aquamarine. In fact, we had a lovely aquamarine on a few weeks ago, and I'm sure it was 100 and something, wasn't it? Maybe I've just made that up. I do show you a lot of strands, but those are the price points we're used to seeing, we're used to expecting. Hello, web bidders. Yep, you're all there. Lovely to see you, because you know this isn't £50. I've only got 100 opportunities of this. Now, I could and should and would quite happily sit here and talk to you about aquamarine. I adore aquamarine. I love how, when I used to work on the cruise ships, our captain used to carry pieces of aquamarine. He used to carry pieces of aquamarine with him because it's an old kind of sailor's tale that, you know, if you were stuck in troubled time and you're on a ship, and this is back to the age of discovery and, you know, finding off to find new lands and everything, it was believed that if you were stuck in a really, really bad storm, that with pieces of aquamarine in your pocket, if you threw it into the sea, it would quell the storm, it would calm the water. I love that about it. I love the fact that this is referred to as mermaid tears in lots and lots of different stories and tales, because it used to be believed that sirens used to sing to try and you know, steal treasure from the passing ships, but it was said that mermaids used to cry tears of aquamarine, more of a damsel in distress thing, to try and get the sailors ashore. I could tell you all of that and more. I could tell you how workable this is because it's a 6mm round. I could tell you that this is absolutely natural, which is hardly ever seen. I could tell you that it's one of the nicest and purest colours of aquamarine naturally I've ever seen. But actually, I'm not going to. I just want to look at Sheila's face.
If you must. Go on then. Ready?
Looking up at the screen for me, please, Sheila. Your price point today.
I mean, what more can we say? That what we do is...
I've never heard you say "what" so many times in one sentence. You're speechless, really, aren't you?
Well, I mean, you know what the prices are when you look, because I mean, I'm always looking in jewellers and in boutiques, and you know, everybody has to put up their mark, don't they, because of their overheads and things. But the price that we can get them for, because we do buy the quantities, and that's why our prices are so good.
It's astonishing.
But I do know what the prices would be if you went elsewhere.
Yeah, me too. I'm well aware.
No, so
I've seen stud earrings of aquamarine, because I was telling you about that ring earlier. You know, that ring I mentioned to you earlier, it was £1.5 carat, and it was £5 or £6 shy of £700 for £1.5 carat of aquamarine. But I tell you what, it could be way more than that.
I've just spotted those three there. Always look at your strand, and if you see any that are identical, always take them out for your earrings.
Take them out.
Because once you start making, if you don't realise that, you know, you can get two odd ones. So that I've just noticed, because there's a few really clear, isn't there?
Yeah,
in there?
stunning, isn't it?
They're not clear. They're different tones, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just stunning. Thank you for those ideas. Not many left at all. £9.95 for genuine natural aquamarine is a hold on to your socks. And don't you think it'll go nicely with the tanzanite? And actually, tanzanite and aquamarine will stand up to each other in the kind of prestige stakes, won't it? I don't know if we have any of this left, do we? I don't think we have any tanzanite left, but it goes really well, doesn't it? Run out of the aquamarine. Well done to everyone who got that. Second kit time already. I'm heading on over to Sheila, who was counting away. I'm sorry to interrupt you, then, Sheila, my love. I love that. It's these ones too as well, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Let me bring these all over.
Can you manage, my dear?
Oh, yeah, of course I can.
Good. She's a strong girl.
Strong.
No, that's
She's
the wrong
a
word.
strong girl. Wow. You make me sound like some sort of cattle handler.
No, it's like the waitresses, isn't it? When you go for a meal and they've got all the plates and the dishes stacked.
I can
and
do
thinking,
that.
Well,
I used to be a waitress
I
myself.
used to be when the
I can get
children were
5
little.
on.
Yeah.
One here. Oh yeah. Quite the skill. I've kept the technique.
Yes,
I've kept the skill. I've got to say, these are just such a lovely collection,
Beautiful
Sheila.
colours, aren't they? This is Dion's. I should have called this Dion's Delight.
Oh, you should have.
Shouldn't I,
You should have.
Dion?
You know she loves a good ego massage.
She loves her blues. Dion's Delight.
Oh,
Should we change it?
Blue Heaven Boutique is absolutely perfect though, isn't it, Sheila?
Those druses are so beautiful. They really are. I zoomed in on those straight away and grabbed them quick. I didn't tell anybody.
Why did they catch your eye so much, please?
Well, because they almost tell a story, don't they? You know, and when you look at the one there that the camera's on now, I mean, you can actually go through it, but there's still the druzy by the side of it, so the hole goes up in the middle, and it allows you to be able to attach your pearls or whatever you decide to do. And I just think they're all so different.
Yeah.
And they were just, oh my gosh, that's a big one. Look at that. I didn't have that one.
No. Cute, isn't it?
Is that separate, or is that it just from? Wow, look at that.
No, it's from this kit I've got.
Whoever gets that, then that's amazing. So you don't know what you're getting. It'll be a real surprise
because
they're all
really dainty
different
ones too.
Yeah. Maybe there was how many's in this? 3. Yeah.
I got 3 in mine as well, but as far as I know,
Yeah,
it
but
is done on carat weight.
Well, this is it. You see, that's why that is beautiful. That is absolutely stunning.
Fab, isn't it?
Oh, amazing. And the blue and the richness of it, it's just divine.
I love those. I've got 3 of them, and actually one of mine's a square shape as well.
Yeah.
So you will get a mixture of shapes.
Yes,
it's
you
done
will.
on carrot weight.
Yes.
It is done carrot weight for you. But all of them will have these lovely little sort of druzy windows within them, which are really very, very pretty. So it's all done on carrot weight about... Oh, sorry, what's the carrot weight on those? I can't remember. But it's a beautiful, beautiful amount that we've got there. We will find out for you on that one. Can you tell me how you got this?
How I got it?
Yes.
Why?
Because we've been looking for this exact cab for a long, long, long time.
And that's why I got it today for you.
Oh, Sheila, little love. This is your turquoise cab that we have here, and it is 16 mil for you there. Sheila!
True.
Sheila!
True.
Right.
Turquoise.
This is unfolding. This is
Go on then.
unfurling.
Go on then.
You've got Larimar in here as well.
I know, yeah.
And 925 sterling silver wire.
I know.
How have you managed this? You have knocked it out of the park, as always, Sheila. Blimey!
Just, you know, we all grab.
I love that. Just grab when you can.
We try and grab it while you can.
Grab when you can.
We all. I mean, we can't say fight because we don't fight, do we, Dion? We're very kind to each other. We're very kind to each other.
We are
but
kind.
if it's there,
She said.
yeah.
If it's there, go for it.
And I know Dion loves her blues.
Well, perfectly. We found out about that, the beautiful blue druzy. That is 350 carats worth. So I've got these 2 Larimar here. Now, for anyone who is relatively new to us, Larimar is one of the most sensational gemstone. I adore Larimar. Again, like tanzanite, it's a one locational gemstone, comes from the Dominican Republic, and it's made in these really, really unique and individual areas where you have these veins leading towards what is essentially the epicenter of volcanic eruptions and volcanic areas. So you follow these kind of little meandering sort of pathways, I suppose, through the rock that are always created there for you with all of the massive lava and magma that's flown through there throughout the years. And then you'll follow this seam down and you'll get Larimar from that area, from this deep, heat-rich area. You get these beautiful, pure blues. But then all of a sudden, this stream will just end. It'll just stop. The stream itself will continue on all the way towards the epicenter, but the gemstone itself won't be there anymore because essentially it's gotten too hot for it to form. But it happens just instantly. You'll get Larimar, 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 stop. You have to retreat, you have to take all your machinery, all your sort of mechanics back, all of the work, all the people back, and you have to start in a new stream and hope for the best. So every single day that we're mining this, we're getting to the end of these streams more and more often, and once we've got to the end of these streams, you know, it's not opening more up for us. There's a very small mining area for Larimar, around about a 16th of the size of the mining area for tanzanite, so a real rarity. To have 2 strands...
You know so much, don't you? She's like a dictionary, you know. You just zoom in with the gemstone and she's there.
But you know what? It's because I do it on gemstones that I really love and adore, and I'm so passionate about certain gems, and Larimar is one of them. I just think it's amazing. I really do. To have 2 strands, I feel like you've really treated us today.
And it always reminds me of, as I say, because it's got, you know, the sort of different colour tones in it, the different hues. It is beachwear for me.
Yeah, it's
you know,
stunning,
it's just so beautiful with all the different biscuity blues, and you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
And the sort of bit of a sandy colour here. It's gorgeous.
And look at how much it pops when I add this to it. Oh. Beautiful centre drilled Amazonite we've got there that to me is a perfect match for gents and ladies of all ages. I'm going to add a bit of sparkle because we have got the druzy there, so it's nice to have a bit of the sparkle.
Exactly.
That's your eye working again, you see.
Exactly.
It is your eye
and
working
I
again.
just love the colours. They're just They're mermaid, aren't they? Those,
Yeah.
the pearls.
I mean, look at that there. Those is a trio. That's Sheila's very, very, you know, creative and crafty eye drawing those together, because those three, to me,
beautiful.
it's just astonishing. I mean, match made in heaven, because you've got that druzy colour running through here with that beautiful twinkle tone. And then with the faceted strands, you've got the stronger, bold colour of the outside, but with that impact of the sparkle. I just think it's sensational.
I must write that down, match made in heaven.
Good title.
Good title, yes, I must write that down.
I've got some connectors here for you. No, we don't see connectors like this often. What made you pop these ones in?
Well, I think because it just shows you how you can maybe make a piece of jewellery, and you can have, like, maybe as I've done there's some chain, and then I've graduated it and taken the different, on this particular one here. If we can zoom in on that.
Yeah.
It just shows you how you can sort of have the chain, then you can have sort of another 3 different gemstones, and then you put the spacer and then some more gemstones, and then the spacer. In that particular case I didn't, but those spacers they're great for bracelets, they're great for you know, bringing down sections on, which I've done. I think I've done that on the end one there. So, you know, it just allows you to sort of do different things with your designs, and to have 3 strands going through a bracelet, which I could have done, but I didn't. I did other things, but that's lovely to do with a 3-stranded bracelet.
Really special for you to be able to do
really, really
it.
gorgeous. They're one of my favourites, they are.
And I love that you've got 12 of them as well, so a big amount you could make yourself.
I have got loads left, actually.
If you wanted to do a really simple, you know, triple-stranded bracelet, you can make 6 with this.
I have got loads left.
You have as well. I've then got these stunning bales. Oh, you little tulips.
And I've done a pair of earrings with them, and all I've done is just pop one of the little gemstones in there.
Oh yeah, you can see, look, a really little sweet gemstone in that pair of earrings.
Hematite, isn't it?
That gives you a lovely tulip effect on either side. You can put your rounds in here, your top jewel drops in here. You can actually put just nice wire work coming from this. And if you wanted to do wire work, why not use 925 wire with this? Honestly, do you know how hard? Well, you do know exactly how hard it is to get 925 wire.
It is. And then when it's there, you know, you sort of get it, because especially for your craft fairs, because if you've got 925 sterling silver in there for, you know, to make your sort of links in between whatever you're making, to do a bracelet with it, then that helps you sell, because that's what, you know, people want if they're buying for presents. So.
Working with 925 wire is something very, very special and very, very prestigious, and the fact that it's a 0.6 makes it really nice to be able to work with, because it's great for finding, it's great for earrings.
Soft.
Stunning.
It is. It's beautiful to work with.
So I've got to reiterate, because let's face it, there are so many stars in this design and sky of gemstones. I really do need to remind you. So, turquoise cab I've got a selection around about 350 carats worth of these. You're going to have to hold that for me, can you?
I will,
just there. You're such a love.
Yes.
350 carats worth of druzy. I've also
the cab
got.
goes so well, doesn't it, with the
with those ones?
Yeah,
goes so well.
Yeah.
I've also got your triple strand connectors as well, 12 of them in total. You've got your tulip pendant bales, and you don't just get one, by the way. You've seen lovely Sheila's made a pair of earrings, but actually you could make 2 pairs of earrings and a necklace, because you get 5 of them by the looks of things. And then I've got 925 wire as well. A huge array, a huge amount of just pure gorgeousness. Your price point today for all of this, £39.95.
I know. I mean, if you break it down as we did earlier on, then you can just see how ridiculous our prices are.
Yeah.
In a fantastic way. I mean, this is a feature piece. This is just stunning. I mean, I wish I'd have had that in mine.
Isn't that astonishing?
It is absolutely beautiful. It's just like being in a crystal maze, isn't it? You know, when you look. But it's not, it's druzy, but you know what I mean. It is just, it's almost going down into this gorgeous cavern, isn't it?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Beauty.
I can't get over that price for the entire kit. I have to say, I really, really can't. The Larimar alone, if you go to the Dominican Republic, they have whole shops dedicated to Larimar. You can't buy anything else apart from Larimar in those shops. In fact, I've got beautiful pictures of window stores there, and I will show them you at some point. But they are it's a stunning gemstone, and the Dominican Republic, you wouldn't be able to buy half a strand for that price at all. No chance, no way. I think this is just an astonishing ring. Oh, you're joking.
What's she doing?
It's blue.
It's Dion the Dynamo in there.
I've got to stop with these names, Sheila, because honestly, she loves them.
I'm going to call her Dion the Dynamo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Dion's like some sort of robot that's like, blue must drop price. Like, the price was already dropped. That is...
and to have turquoise with it as well.
That is... right, let me just go over here. This is ridiculous. Hang on, what's this one? Blue Heaven. These are my notes. Excuse me, horrible writing. Sorry about that. Blue Heaven. I won't show you the other one because it's giving stuff away. See this here? Blue Heaven. RRP. That's the RRP that's highlighted on our website. I wrote this last night. RRP, £74.50.
I know. I know. It's hard to when you're sitting out there. But yeah. And then how do we do it?
How did we do it? Well, Dion just went, well, I can't, but I did. That is absolutely phenomenal. Wowzers. That's like £40 saving, essentially.
So how much
from the RRP?
I mean, if you imagine if you bought that druzy elsewhere.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I mean, it would be just, you'd be talking about £25 for something like that.
That's amazing.
Just you really, really would, because there's a shop not far away from me, and I sort of go in there, and I know, I never say anything, but what I look and I see, and I think, wow, you know, our prices are just
astonishing.
Amazing. And when we get something like this, I mean, I haven't seen anything like this for a very long time. I know we've had other druzy in, but we haven't had such a rich, vibrant colour as this for a very, very long time.
So from the RRP, £40 saving. Dion saw blue, and that's the end of the story, if I'm completely honest. Well done, you absolute bargain hunters, and I'm not surprised you're getting a few of you. Well done to you all. Okie pokes, what are we going to be looking at? Oh, we're going to show to work with the Larimar, are we?
Yeah, something quite simple, because, you know, we do have to remember that we have, you know, new customers out there that maybe are new to jewellery making and don't know some of the easiest, simplest ways, which is what you need to know when you're just starting out. So this is just, I've used some 0.4 wire on this because it's a boutique collection anyway, I can. And all I've done, I'm going to make some of those little twists on the necklace in the middle. The one in the middle there with the Larimar and the Amazonite.
Oh yeah.
So
beautiful.
All you do is, I've started off with a longer piece of wire. Okay, obviously the longer the better really, because it's best to have too much than too little. And then get it into the centre, roughly. Okay, and then just pinch it together, and then just do just a very little twist. Okay. And then if you want to, you can put something, you could, if you wanted to, put one of the blue pearls there, take both of the strands through and have a blue pearl sitting there. But I used them by then, so I didn't. So I then did so I've twisted that, so as you can see now, we've got that sort of little oval shape there, haven't we? So what we do then is just pop on some more on either side of your wire. I think there's about 8 on there, but you have to sort of check the size, because sometimes the little nuggets, they vary in size, obviously. So you need to just make sure. I just turned it back and made sure it was roughly the same size. And then you put some on the left-hand side, exactly the same, and do a twist. like I did on the very first one. Now, when you've actually finished this, you will have your strands of wire at the end there, okay? So you'll be able to add on your necklace finding, but with the other end, because it's been bent over, you can still do the same, just pop on a piece of wire at the end and then push your single gemstones or whatever it is you decide to do, because you don't have to do what I've done here. You know, you can do something completely different, but it just gives you an idea of how simple some of these things can be. Okay, I think we're there now. I think I've put too many on the other side, so pop another couple on there and then take another couple off the other side because it's going to be too long on the other side, but I think another couple more. So just sort of look, and you know, visually you can normally judge as to whether it's... So yeah, we've got too many on there. Take those two off and then just gather those together. That's roughly the same size, isn't it? And then just pinch it, push it in a little bit,
And it gives you that lovely
and then
detail.
twist it, and then it gives you that
Like that,
sections
waves
there.
it looks
Yeah,
like. Dominican Republic
I mean,
waves.
you could do 3 of those, then pop on a pearl, and then another 3 sections of those, and then pop on a pearl. So it, you know, it's just an easy way of, and it's also good for using up some of your, you know, your bits of wire that you've got that you want to just make a little focal piece.
Love those.
You could have them as earrings.
Be nice with the pearl kisses we've got coming up later as well,
yes,
wouldn't it?
would
Pearl
indeed.
kisses coming up soon.
Would
We've had
indeed.
loads of messages in, loads of interest on that garnet. It's coming up soon, very soon. Might be sooner than you think, actually. Stay where you are for it. Thank you for showing us that,
Thank
Sheila.
you,
Well done to
Becky.
everyone who got that amazing kit and astonishing price drop. We are going to head on over now to see what you've been making in the
Wall of Fame.
You just, time and time again, you're just knocking it out of the park, Sheila.
Yeah, well, we have number 492. Now brace yourself. Got it?
Get it? Get it?
Brace
Sheila
yourself.
humour.
I know.
'Cause the bracelet.
Nobody's laughing, are they?
'Cause the
really?
bracelet.
Get it? Okay, never mind. Number 492, and they're gorgeous array of gorgeous colours as well. The peaches and the pinks and the blues and the fabulous.
Lush.
And this is from Leslie in Brent. Oh, there we go. Hang on a minute. I'll just fold it back and see. I can only see half the word. Oh, Brenton in the Wirral.
Off the Wirral.
Off the Wirral.
Hey, you're up my way. Off the Wirral.
Oh, there you go. I've messed that up now. Never mind.
All right.
I've got a bit of a ripple in it. Anyway, this is from Leslie, bless her. And Leslie says, "Hi, Jewellery Maker. I love the show and your presenters are fabulous.
Aw.
Here is my first go at making jewellery." Well, it's fantastic. I've been buying a few items, excuse me, per month from JM to get me started. And I especially love your natural cultured pearls. I have made some summer stretchy bracelets for my daughter and I to wear over the holidays. I hope to be working with sterling silver wire soon to make stronger pieces and adjustable fastenings. Thank you for the chance to enter the prize draw. From Leslie Moore in the Wirral. Thank you, Leslie. Those are beautiful.
Leslie Moore from On the Wirral. You don't live in the Wirral.
Oh, sorry,
you live
on the Wirral. I'm so
Isn't that peculiar? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we live like I live on Warwick then?
No, you live in Warwick.
In Warwick.
Yeah, the
But you're
Wirral
on.
is a whole different kettle of fish.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Oh yeah. I liked your joke as well, Sheila. Really did set me off that. 494 I've got here. Morning crew. Sorry, the pitch's not very good. I've been making pieces for friends and family for a while, so I thought I'd treat myself. Fine is all 925. The earrings are clear quartz and labradorite. Bracelet is black spinel. 925 spaces. All the gems from JM luxury bead selections. Good luck everyone, and that's love from Chantal. Chantal, your pieces are always so pretty. I love the designs of these. I bet that just feels lovely to wear.
Yes, beautiful.
494 is your number, Chantal.
And this is number 493, and this is a combination of the ladder weave and little flowers, which is, let me turn it round, there you go, which is lovely. And this is from Sue in Essex. Sue says, hi, I have been watching JewelleryMaker for the past 4 years, but only started making jewellery 3 months ago. I am now addicted and have sent a picture of my latest creations. Some daisy chain bracelets made from crackle quartz, lapis lazuli and hematite. I'm hoping to sell them at an open day at my local horse rescue charity, which is very close to my heart. All takings will go towards ongoing care of the animals. Oh, how lovely is that? I watched the Beading Basics DV, which gave me the confidence to attempt these bracelets. I'm quite pleased with them. My next project is the Tree of Life. Thank you all for the amazing shows and laughter you give me every day. All the presenters are lovely, but I do miss Carol. She really did make me laugh. Lots of love from Sue in Essex.
Thank you for sending that in.
We missed the singing with Carol, bless her, don't we?
She's had a baby. She'll be back.
I know, she'll be back. She will be back.
Beautiful piece, and
gorgeous,
lovely that you've started making now. 496 I've got here, and it says, hi all. The flowers are made with 1mm 0.8 and 0.6 wire with tanzanite, apatite and yellow quartz, all from JM. The chain is from my fast depleting stash. Any advice on pricing would be great. I'm selling at the end of the month for the first time. Got my fingers crossed for the jaw. Good luck to JM. I love it. And that's from Norma in Hertfordshire. Thank you for sending those in. Sheila's a perfect person to ask. Price points, what are we thinking?
I mean, it varies from where you're actually exhibiting, really.
Absolutely.
Because you have to put all your costs into account as well.
Absolutely.
But I mean, you know, I think with something like this, depending what your chain is as well, you always have to, you know, if it's sterling silver, then you will obviously charge more. I mean, I'm not sure whether did say on there.
Pardon.
No. Anyway, if it was a sterling silver chain, and then you've got those beautiful gemstones, you're probably looking at about £20-25.
We do have Angela Edwards, who is our tutor, who will help you with things like pricings, and we've had lots of designer inspirations with her. And if you do want to look back on those designer inspirations, then do. One of the one way that certain guest designers will do it is they will work out how much the components cost them and then charge themselves an hourly rate.
Right,
but Angela actually says something completely different to that. So do feel free to look back on our designer inspirations or get in touch with her. She has a JewelleryMaker Facebook guest designer page, Angela Edwards. Thank you for sending that in.
And the time you have to remember as well, the time that you take to make.
Yeah. Oh, you started and you only had 2. I've got one here.
Yeah, you've got one left. Oh, that's a lovely
it's your go now.
No, go on, I'll let you do the 3.
Right.
Go on.
495 I've got here. Dear JM, my little Peridot citrine and crackle quartz collection. I was delighted to find a bit of squashing and jingling. I could squeeze and crimp beads into unsquashed crimp beads. So I have a slightly finer finish to more delicate pieces. Everything used once again from JM. This will go into my hairdressers to sell for me, along with a few other select pieces. Great idea. And thank you again for fabulous everything, entertainment and inspiration. Good luck to my fellow waffers. And that's from lovely Carol in Bristol. Carol, good luck with selling that. That's the type of thing I imagine will absolutely fly out. Great idea with the hairdresser.
Lovely combination with the pink and the green. It's lovely.
495 your number. Good luck to you, Carol. Okie pokey. It's upon us.
Oh, that's delicious. That is beautiful.
After the break.
Oh.
See you in a minute.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1p in P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker. Join Karen Crawford on a new DVD to JewelleryMaker, Talk Necklace Projects. You'll learn lovely talk necklace designs such as the freeform talk necklace, colour grading, how to add gemstones, the Aztec weave and how to add embellishments. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
It's been absolutely fantastic. It's the Resin Projects course, and Fiona is a terrific teacher. She's fun, she's very knowledgeable, and we've learned a lot of things. We're going home today with about 4 different projects, and they're absolutely beautiful. I bought a lot of the resin several months ago when it was on television being demoed, but I've never actually used it because I always like to come to the workshops first before I do anything. And I'm now going to be confident enough to go home and use it.
The wedding season is upon us and JewelleryMaker want to help you get prepared. Join us on Monday 17th of August for our wedding fair. We'll be inspiring you with some amazing deals including headwear, footwear and accessories. We have guest designers Fleur, Debs and Claire on hand to give you inspiration and spark creativity on how to make that big day special with a personal touch. Come join us for our wedding fair, all day on Monday the 17th of August.
Exclusive opportunity, very, very high-end exclusivity. This isn't one of those gems that you and everyone on your street gets to own because it is extremely low quantity. This is brand spanking new, and the fact of the matter is, normally when we get in a new strand, you know what we're like, normally when we get in a new strand, we'll buy in 300 if we can, 200 sometimes, now and again it's 100. Guess how many I've got of this? 35. 34 in fact, 34, that's it. 34 in the world at this moment in time. 34 opportunities was all that we could buy at this quality, because I tell you what, to get this quality in this quantity, check that carat weight for me, is extremely difficult to get your hands on. 34 people in the world. This is exclusivity in the highest of extremes. I've already got people checking out because I've got 33 available now. Well done to you, Alex. You got yourself one. 32 opportunities left now. Angie, you've just got yourself one. This is your genuine, real deal, beautiful, sparkling, high-end garnet, and I tell you what, it is just delectable and much longer than our average strand, I would say. Oh, this is touching at the back. Oh, that is much longer than usual strand to my eye anyway. Touching at the back, this is. Look at that! Oh my gosh, it is absolute sumptuous. Now, I'm going to talk to you about the colour of this, because I think the colour of garnet is something imperative, and it's something we can kind of wash over now and again. When I talk about colour, I'm not just going to be talking about the fact that it's red. That's not actually part of, well, it is part of colour, but it's not under the whole spectrum of colour. When we as gemologists, which we are here, you know, I'm a gemologist, you know, accredited. As a gemologist, when we talk about colour of a gemstone, I'm actually referring to three different things. I'm referring to the hue of this. It is that rich, rich red, and if I get my torch out, because I understand that in these lights it can look quite dark, but it's not. The recording behind me shows the hue of this off perfectly. It is that beautiful, sumptuous, deep, very, very red that we've got here. It's absolutely exceptional. So I've got that archetypal tone that I would expect, with that richness and with that beauty of effect. I mean, it's just sensational, isn't it? So I've got that, but also I've got the tone that I am looking for in my garnet. With garnet, what you're looking for is you're looking for around about a 60 to 80% tone. Now, when I'm talking about tone, what am I talking about? Okay, tone, I'm talking about tone being at 0%, and tone of a gemstone that's at a 0% will be white. A tone of a gemstone at 100% would be a black. So if you're working on computer programs, you'll know the different tone there. This has got that perfect saturation of tone that we would expect, which is, to my eye, absolutely bang on between, I'm saying it's around about 70%. Are you? Is that what you'd suggest this was in its tone? That is the go-to high end. If I had a garnet here that was at 90% tone, the price point would be as low as you can imagine, but it's not. It has that absolute focal point of its beautiful, beautiful tone. But then I've not even talked about your saturation. The saturation of this is at that point. That point that we always look for, that point that we always strive for. This, ladies and gentlemen, is possibly one of the first strands of garnet I've seen at this point. You have got here Gamu point quality garnet. It's at the Gamu point in saturation. I've hit every single nail on the head and blown it out of the park with this strand, with its hue, with its tone, and with that Gamu point saturation. Everything you could desire and more at this price. Just £64.95 on this strand for you today. You've got clarity, you've got richness, you've got that sumptuous tone in here. You've got that beautiful rich hue with your kind of merlots and your strawberry jam colours in there. You've got that perfect point of eye-catching saturation upon this, and I tell you what, you've got loads of it as well. You've got absolutely loads of it. I mean, this length of strand is serious. Have you seen the amount you've got on here? I'm so proud and happy for every single one of you who's getting this. I've got multi-buyers on this getting their hands on one of the most spectacular of all garnets that we've had here on Jewellery Maker, in this quality, in this clarity, and in this quantity. Well done to you all. Lots of you coming through on the phone lines for it, and I'm actually very close to selling out of this. Well done to you all, because guess what? With the multi-buyers I've got right here, right now, I know I had 34 earlier on, but actually, with the multi-buyers, you are about one of 30 people in the world who've managed to own this today. Well done to you all. Very exclusive opportunity, and just £64.95 for you. If you've only just tuned in, you may well have heard that we've been talking about, you know, how do you sign off your messages, your text, your emails, and I think a lot of us decided that well, apart from Sheila, who signs hers off with a lol, with a laugh out loud, a lot of us will sign off our text messages and messages to loved ones with this, a little kiss. I have genuine pearl kisses coming up for you later on. This is real deal freshwater pearls for you in that stunning kiss shape. I mean, to show off love. You can't get much better, can you? Do stay tuned. Not long on that at all to wait. Well done, everybody who's planning, who just got that garnet. I'm over the moon for you. I've got for you now a really, really quick little mini portfolio bag. It's back by popular demand. Take a look. You have got your mini portfolio fold over bag here. Let me show you through it really quickly. Essentially what we've got here is one of our beautiful branded bags. It's going to help you when whether you're just keeping your pieces nice and tidy, your storage bags, whether you like to make when you're in your caravan or going on holiday, or even if you sell at stores and you want to take something that will really show off kind of your professionalism and keep things nice and straight and tidy. You have got your water resistant bag here. You can see that because of the sheen, and Velcro open lock on this. You have all of these different pockets in here that will do you for so many of your different mediums. We've got in here your largest long pocket at the top, which is a Ziploc pocket, so keeps all of your pieces nice and tidy. You have slightly smaller pockets here, which are going to be great for things like rings, your larger ones for bangles, and you also have the booklet opening pockets too. They're clear on either side, which means it's great for things like your change. It's great for things like this one here, which is a large open pocket section. That's going to be great for things like your bangles and your bracelets. You've got all of these different pockets, including hidden ones, which I think fantastic. We don't have many of these at all in opportunity right now. Your mini portfolio bag, your price point today, £7.95. Hardly any opportunities for these left.
Oh, right.
What?
Are they all gone?
Pretty much. Why, Sheila?
That's ideal for me because I'm always travelling and doing things, and if I just go up to Sarah's, and Steve's, then I don't want to carry lots of stuff with me, so for me that's just perfect.
Yeah, isn't it?
So with Linda, if you're out there, will you please if you're watching, Linda, please get your fingers on the button, please. Thank you.
This is something that is so portable, isn't it?
Absolutely, and there's so many pockets in there. I mean, I've got lots of different containers and stuff that I take around, and that's pure perfection for a jewellery maker. For me, that would be,
it's fantastic, isn't it?
Fabulous.
You've got lovely little pockets here, little ones for things. They're all Ziploc, by the way. Little ones here, see how it's a half of one, for things like your rings. But then you've got huge ones there for things like your necklaces or your bangle pieces. You could put your business cards in here, photographs in here if you wanted to. Makeup. Ryan, you're absolutely right. I was just saying to my director, Ryan, earlier, he looks like he's been on the fake tan, and now he comes up with makeup. I think it is a fake tan, isn't it, Ryan? 35 opportunities left for you. This is going to sell out. Pardon?
I'm getting a bit upset then, thinking, save me one.
Linda's probably going to come in very quickly.
I hope she's doing her ironing. She normally does on the Saturday.
Oh, she?
Yeah, she's got the telly on in the kitchen, so if you're there, Linda, please.
Get a wriggle on, Linda's.
I bet she's gone out,
isn't it?
Yeah,
get a wriggle
in
on.
other words,
Not many of those left. Once everybody checks out, will be in my single figures. So well done, everyone. £7.95 for you on that one today. Bracelets. These ones that I've literally just pulled out. That is weird, isn't it? Isn't it? Look, I've just gone, and I want to show you these. I've never seen a collection like this before. I've only seen one of these bands before. I've seen this one before. It was a part of a kit. I think the kit itself came to about £30-something. These are your watch bracelets, we describe them as. Let me show you. So you can just wear this as a really nice bracelet if you want to, but there is the opportunity there for the adaptation of wire work on these, of mesh to be planted onto these, some really simple charm bracelets to be made with these, such as this one, which is just a gorgeous cluster of emerald and your ruby. Sorry, I've just thrown that off there. But look, you've got the opportunity to make these beautiful details. You can also put watches on there as well if you want to. Your watch faces. We do watch faces here at JewelleryMaker in our shop sometimes. And I know we've had them in goodie bags and in kits sometimes before as well. But what we have here essentially is a really beautiful high-end and really easy to wear bracelet base. You can pop whatever you like on this. You really can. You can be placing your faces on there, doing your wire work with on there, even soutache onto here. What about just sticking a really nice cab on with a bit of lace maybe swirling around? Really easy for you to do. And super duper comfy. I would say if you do have a loved one who has serious dexterity problems, we do try and kind of fix that as often as we possibly can. You know, we do things like your larger shaped clasp, we do things like your magnetic clasp, but even then sometimes it can be quite tricky. This one is genuinely a fab collection for that, because it is just like doing up your watch. You know, you have got that large area there, you have got that large base there. I've also got here for you your silver colouring of this beautiful collection, and that really nice rose gold colouring as well. You're going to get one of each colour for you today, so please do treat yourself to these ones. You've got 170 carats worth in total. Your price point today for your brass bracelet watch straps, £12.95 for all three of them today in three very, very, very popular colours. Well done to absolutely everybody. £12.95 for you today. Your brass bracelet straps. What do you think of these, please, lovely Sheila?
Well, I think that they've got a very luxurious look, and I think it's very clever how you can sort of make them into so many different things. You know, you can just have, you could even pop something into the little holes, you know, that you use for the watch straps if you didn't want to, you know, have it all just strap. And I love the idea with some little gemstones dangling down as well. So I just think they're gorgeous. You could get probably through the actual straps, you could probably get some 0.25 wire. So therefore allowing you to maybe thread some gemstones on the very tiny 2 or 3 mil. So that's worth having a go at as well. And and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They really are. What are they? Wow. £12.95 for all three. That's fantastic. And I love the fact that there's the silver, there's the gold, there's the rose gold. Fabulous.
Fantastic,
Fabulous.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Really is spectacular. Well done everyone who
Everything
got
there.
their hands on those today. Very unusual for us to have them on. Sorry if we did have any sort of mic issues then. I have just swapped my mic over, hence Sheila just chatting away like a Trojan. Good on you, Sheila. So hopefully it should sound a little bit better now. I've got 3 of these here for you today. They're going down dramatically in stock, lots in baskets. £12.95 to add something to your collection that A, you probably don't have already. B is going to give you a really interesting look and appeal of that light translation because of the way in which the metallics move across these. You know, if I show you with the rose gold colouring, which we don't get to see often at all in anything, let alone something like this, you can see the translation of light across this so beautifully, and the way that it really just shine and pan. It's lovely, isn't it? But also the fact of the matter is that you can add something to your collection that actually might inspire you. Have you lost your mojo a bit? Do you ever get those days where you've got so much out in front of you and you think, I have no idea what to do? How about you set yourself a challenge with this? How about you take just one of them, maybe you've got matching coloured wire to say the silver one, take just one of them, I'll give you, you're allowed 2 strands, that's it. And then maybe one other component. Do you like working with cords? Maybe you want to work with cords. Or maybe you really like mesh, you want to work with mesh. And then just go for it, go with it. Because you know what, with this, if it goes really, really wrong, you can just take it off, can't you? There's no loss here. Just take it off. It's really, really, really no loss to you. So we'll just get your hands on them whilst you can, I would, and attach whatever you like to them. They're going to be fab and really nice and wearable. Not many left, over 100 of those gone, so well done everybody. I've got for you now some lobster claw clasps in the gold. It's so hard to get gold at the moment, you know. Well, it always is, don't get me wrong. Gold's never been easy to get, has it? Because gold, it's said, isn't it, that if we took all of the gold and the planet that was set into jewellery and pieces like that, and we melted it all down, even all of the gold in the world would be able to fit into one Olympic-sized swimming pool. So it is a real scarcity. It isn't something that's just abundant and we could just get our hands on time and time again. But as we're getting more and more out of the ground and it's costing more and more, and sadly with economical times as they are, this is becoming even more precious and even more rare. Gorgeous gold lobster clasps we've got here. You've got the gold plating, which is genuine gold, over the top of your sterling silver. So what that means is we're able to give you the look and appearance of gold, but you still get a little bit of an extra RI because that silver almost shines through. But you do have that precious metal here overlaying another precious metal, so it's a double whammy of treats really. And because we've got the sterling silver underneath this, it means we can make it much more affordable for you than if this were just, say, your solid 14 karat gold. I've got that beautiful carroted gold over the top of the surface of these, which is a really, really nice thick layer. Don't forget, for me, these are plated, not flash. If you see gold flash, yeah, it does mean it's genuine gold, but it's less genuine gold than you would get in your plated. I have got for you here a 10-piece collection of your lobster claw class, and they are extremely high-end. It's unusual for us to get any gold on here at all at Jewellery Maker. When it comes, we get it in the wire, of course, quite a bit, but to get plated on clasps isn't seen often, apart from maybe in the findings packs.
Sorry, Becky.
You're right there, Sheila.
Yes, I just knocked this off the... Well, I went, yes.
£6.95 for you. You look like a naughty school back girl, then, Sheila. £6.95 for you today. Just well done to absolutely everyone who's getting their hands on this today. It is wonderful to see you all. As you can see, not a huge quantity of those left over at all. Sheila, what are you crafting, my love?
Me?
Yeah.
At the moment?
No, the Sheila behind you.
No, but I didn't know whether you were looking at somebody up on the... I'm doing a leaf, actually, which I'm going to... A petal, rather, a leaf petal. So, to show you my next demo.
Ooh, so we're going to be learning something a bit floral.
Yes, absolutely, darling, yes.
Absolutely, darling.
Yes.
£6.95 is a fab price point on those, and you do, as I say, get 10, so a big amount there for you. Really nice high shine. 22 opportunities left. Check out those baskets because we're getting extremely low on those today. Got for you now some really nice 925 earrings. Have you got sensitive ears? Do you have sensitive skin in general? If you do, 925s are generally one of the best ways to go. And these are 925, and for your ears in particular, if you do have sensitive skin, 925 especially very important in the ears, as opposed to maybe just a copper base. Take a look. Ready for the grand reveal? These are your earring findings. So this bar here is the section that goes through your ear. I have a selection of butterfly backs, will I'll pop on for a moment. And then you get the loop detail down here where you can add your drops, your head pins that we did before, the eye pins we did before in 925 maybe, to add a little splash. And look at what we've got. Oh, aren't they just immaculate? I think they are absolutely immaculate. They've got that stunning star detail that will just shine in the ear. You've got beautiful star shape there with all of the positivity that goes along with a star shape. And you don't just get a pair of these, by the way, you're getting 3 pairs. If I pop the 925 back on these as well, just to let you know, the 925 is written upon the back of the butterfly as well. Oh, sorry, let me just pop that on. So I've popped this on. You'll be able to see it goes on nice and snugly. You'll also be able to see, if you look really closely, if you look really close, you'll be able to see there is, just at the end here, you see that little ripple in? Right at the end. See that little ripple in just there? That is a stopper. So that is to help this butterfly back really lock on really nice and securely. A lot of places you'll find they're just a flat bar that goes through, which is still workable, it's still fine, but actually just the fact of us having that little nook in it gives it that extra security, so less likely of that moment of, oh, where's my earring gone? Oh, you're joking, it's fallen out. Less likely to have that happen. 3 pairs of these in total for you today. I'm laughing because I've got tweezer hand cramp, which is really strange. £9.95 for you today on these ones. And for 3 pairs, that's working out about £3.33 recurring per pair, which is astonishing really if you think. What do you think of our 925 earring stars, Sheila?
Well, I think that, yet again, if you're doing craft fairs, then these are the ideal. When we have them, buy them. We've had so many gorgeous, gorgeous sterling silver findings, earring findings, necklace clasps, you know, so I know how beautiful they are to work with, and I'm sure loads of people out there do the same. So I think while they're here, get them, because they just fly out, don't they, sterling silver?
Yeah, and especially
I think to have something like that. Oh, she's cramped.
I have. Do you know what I have? I think I need some salt.
I think having such a lovely section on the end of your earring finding, and then that allows you to dangle sort of clusters of chain, and because there's a basic loop on the bottom of it, so it opens up. She's putting all sorts of faces here. So they're absolutely stunning, and
fab, aren't they?
If there's any spare ones anywhere, I normally nab them.
Well done to everyone who got those, and I've nabbed them. I love that you say that, Sheila. I say that too. What time are the Pearl Kisses coming up? Have I got enough time to clean my fridge? No, Jennifer. I'm sorry.
Oh, bless.
One shopportunity time for you. Wait, so just one more auction, is that it? Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Ooh, I haven't seen Mr. Wagstaff in a while, and we've got the comb here, Wags Y comb, and it's the maxi size. Now I know you've used a few Wags Y combs in your time, haven't you, Sheila?
I have used a few Wags Y combs, yes, I have, yes.
And what do you use them for mainly, please?
Well, I use them mainly for making cones, and obviously, you know, to go on the end of your, if you've got a big cluster of maybe material or cord or whatever, if you make those, then you can attach it inside with a bit of glue as well, and or if you your cord or your thread will go through then, or your wire, whatever you're using, and it keeps its shape. I do use them a lot.
They're fab for that, aren't they?
And also you can use them to if you want to make your own findings, you can actually use, because it goes down in different sort of, you know, because it's in a cone shape, so it's different sizes from the top to the bottom. Yeah. It allows you to do things like that as well.
Perfect for that, isn't it?
Yes, for using your wire and making your own findings.
When you were talking about cords then, I was just looking in the box, and we've got loads of materials coming
and materials,
later.
Yes, yeah.
You know, if you did strips of materials like this and kind of, you know, sort of scrunch them all up, let's say, well, then it's going to be perfect to do an end cap for them, isn't it? It really is. Or just at the top of a tassel or whatever you might like to do with these. It's going to be sensational. Now, this is the maxi one. Now, the lovely thing about the maxi design is that you've got, as you can see, a really, really, really kind of delicate, intricate finish to that one, which is... means that you can get a really, really gentle, delicate graduation. So it's not short and stubby that goes from thin to thick really, really quickly. It graduates down. Now we have got a tuition on how to use our Wags Y comb, and the way you can look at that, I think it's the one that might have been on our startup DVD, I can't remember now, but if not, it's definitely on our Jewellery Maker page. So if you've never seen it before, literally all you do is you pop your wire through and you turn with the handle. It's so simple, and this is what it creates. Creates this look here. Creates a perfect cone shape for pieces like this gorgeous fabric look that's just kind of coned into the end of it. It's great to finish off your Kuma Hero pieces and your big chunky, I mean, look at this. We've got fabric coming up soon. You'll be able to create a look like this to really finish it off. It's so simple to use. Pop the wire in, hold it nice and taut and turn it. In fact, I have a little film in a second just to show you exactly how to do it. You've got your Wags Y comb maxi. Your price point today is just £10.95 for you. Voted numerous times your favourite tool here at Jewellery Maker, but also outside of Jewellery Maker. It's won awards as well, this tool. £10.95. Now, if you want to see exactly how to use this, we'll show you now. Now, this one isn't the maxi. This is our original, so that one's slightly shorter, stubbier, and doesn't have such a long kind of graduation on it. All you have to do, as you can see, is pop your wire in. You can use this with loads of different types of wire, and actually you can use it as an end cap as we've shown you in the designs, but you can also use it with your thinner gauge of wire, so really funky earrings and things as well. And literally that's it. You bend it over, you hold it in place, and you swirl. That's it. Swirl, 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 and there you've got yourself your Wags Y comb. It's really so simple. You snip off the end, It comes off in a piece and you're done, ready and wearing. Well done everyone who got that, £10.95. It really is a great piece of kit, and it does finish off pieces like this necklace design that we've seen here, but also gemstones from that's fab. I am going to do the fabric really quickly because Dion did say, I know I said that I'd bring it in one game's time, but I'm not going to now. I'm going to bring it really quickly because it fits so well with this, some fabrics. Now this is a big selection of your fabrics that we've got here. Loads of them. Dion says, someone did ask her for fabrics the other day. She can't remember who it is, but she hopes you're watching. I've got for you here a serious amount of fabrics. Loads and loads and loads. And you can create a design just like this. These are your metallics. It's a really quick one. Those kisses are coming up very shortly. I've got for you here a big selection. It's around about an 80 by 30 centimetre selection that we've got here. So I'll just show you on one piece approximately how large that works out as. It's like a table runner, isn't it? Or a cape. So you do have a big amount here. Now I wasn't going to do a superhero impression, and I'll tell you why. I did one the other day. I've got here for you, I'm really quite bad at superhero impressions apparently. So said my team from that day. I've got your beautiful bronze colour metallic, no it wasn't you. I've got your bronze coloured metallic selection. I've got that old gold metallic section, all really nice soft fabrics for you here. I've got the purest gold here for you too, really pretty. And I've got that lovely red colouring as well to these fabrics. But then I'm bringing you a whole different design, still metallics but with a totally different edge. These ones feel very silky actually, really nice. So you've got that beautiful fabric that is your patterned fabric in the silver colour on white, with that old gold colour on a sort of camel tone, and then this beautiful pattern of the antiques bronze against your creams. So a real nice selection, a really great variety. We've had lots of designer inspirations and some morning shows I think to do with how to create a piece like this. I know that this piece has been shown before on one of our previous shows. Do treat yourself to this today. It's a massive amount. Your price point, £7.95. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just over £1 each therefore for each of these, and you can see massive amount of it. Loads of you coming in for it. It's really a big amount of you coming in. £7.95 is genuinely a fantastic price, and you know it is because if you go to a haberdashery, the haberdashery by me, per metre you will be paying for a metallic like this £4 or £5 per metre, easy peasy. Okay, I've not quite got a total metre of well I have in a way actually, I have in some of them are really quite large pieces, you know. For that you could be paying close to £7.95 just for this one piece, couldn't you Sheila?
You could indeed, and another thing you can do with the material as well is if you've got some backing fabric and you make a template out of a piece of cardboard, you know, get a shape that you want, just draw a shape on it and cut it out. It's lovely to ruche that on it. Just ruche the material on it. You could use different colours, you can use one base colour and then sew some gemstones on it and sort of design a pattern, you know, maybe have a centre section with a big cabochon and then some sort of tiny 2mm micro beads round, and then just sort of do one side of it and then copy that side to the other side. Yeah. I've made a couple like that and they really do come out beautifully.
Love that. Because of course they are two-sided, these ones in particular, as you can see the way that they're woven. You get ones that are super metallic and then the opposite side which is slightly different, as you can see here, because it's the what's it called? The polar of it, isn't it? It's the polar of it. So well done everybody who's getting that. Then Dion wants to say that's for you Alicia, she worked out it was. Vernon, it was your idea to have those on, and if you do want any suggestions, get them to Dion, lovely Dion JM producer. Okie pokely, it is time now. Get your loved ones ready, get your phone lines ready. I've got less than 200 of these stunning pearl kisses. pearl kisses. Okay, yes, they're described as pearl crosses, but I mean, come on. How much does this look like a little kiss? You know, when you sign off for your letters, your text messages, your emails to your loved ones? It's stunning, isn't it? Jan Guest Designer, the first person to get it. How unsurprising is that? I have got here for you a stunning, stunning selection of your pearl kisses. Now, this strand is absolutely strewn with them. If I show you them, you can see they're all interconnecting, but each and every one of them has that beautiful little kiss shape detail to it, which I think is just so, so, so pretty. It makes me think of love. It makes me think of care. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, these are real deal pearls. This isn't shell pearl. This isn't plastic that's been, you know, flopped into an ice cube tray. This is real deal, created by a real live mollusk pearl that we've got here for you. I think they are so unique and so individual. Look, you've got ones that almost have a bit of a starfish appearance to them, actually. All of them are a kiss shape. All of them do have those two beautiful sides crossing over, but some slightly more organic, some are just blatant, obvious kisses, aren't they? I mean, that to me is absolutely that. You've got some which have got slightly more of an organic look and appeal. What did you say then? Sorry, Dion. How many have we got on here? Okay, I'm gonna have sold out by the time I count them, but I don't mind counting 10 and showing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 here. Can you see all of that? So this is 10 here, and this is the strand I have left. This bit here is what I've got left. So 10 in this section, there's a lot across this. It's stunning, it's unique, it's individual. Your pearl kisses today, just £29.95 for something real deal, for something that's truly created, for something very, very special. These are drilled through that axis point, through that cross point that is the centre kiss. So if I hold it like this, please, if you see exactly where I mean. They go right the way through the centre of these, so they're really easy for you to work with. Well done, absolutely everybody who's getting your hands on the pearl kisses, because they are just so, so special. They are really spectacular, they're really special. £29.95 on these ones. Do treat yourself to them. White cultured kisses for those ones, approximately 30 by 20 mil, all the way to a 50 by 35. I'd love to see a wall of fames with these, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you're making with these, please, please, please let us see them. It's something I've never seen here at JewelleryMaker before, and I can see that a lot of you haven't either. 40 opportunities left. How many in baskets, Dion? We have 33 in baskets, and we have people on the phone lines. Don't worry, people on the phone lines. I know you're thinking now, oh, I've only got 6 opportunities or something. No, don't worry, because if you come in quicker than the people in the web can check out, then you get your chance to own these gorgeous pearl kisses. They're going to look fab with just a gemstone in between them, aren't they? Very, very briefly, because we've not got many left. Sheila, what would you do with these, please?
Well, I mean, I think they look gorgeous stranded. I would re-strand them, and I think they look gorgeous like that. Yeah. But another thing you can do is maybe have 3 together, and then put a big pearl in between, maybe 12 or 14 mil. That sounds nice. And then do that same all along your strand. Well, obviously, but then save some. Maybe you could get a bracelet out of it.
Gorgeous idea.
And just a pair of drop pearl earrings, you know.
Fab, that'd be. Just fab. Well done, everybody who is checking out. Lots of you coming through on the phone lines for this. I love, because they are so obvious kisses, because they so are clearly stunning kiss shape. I just think I might just pop one on a bit of chain.
But they're so organic as well, so they just slot into each other, don't they?
Yeah,
you know,
fab. Well done, everybody. About to sell out of these, because I have got multi-buyers, people buying quite a few. Just whilst you're all coming in getting those, well done. You've just got yourself something truly unique and individual there. And whilst you're coming in for those, I just want to do a very quick recap. I know I've only just done these, but Dion's just seen, oh, way up, I got the price wrong. Essentially, she's seen that these, she took it down in price, producer Dion, and it didn't update on the TV. So it does work out to less than £1 each, because all of these, which we said was £7.95, actually she dropped the price but it didn't show up. They are £6.95 each. For the whole selection, sorry, not each, That'd be quite a bit of money. I bet all of them, they were a $6.95 for them all, so do treat yourself to those ones. Okie dokie, I'm heading on over to Sheila now because I want to have a little look at what she's created with our third and final kit of the day. Can you believe it? It's flown, hasn't it? Absolutely flown. Oh, Sheila's pointing, going, bring this. Hey Sheila, I love
Do you
this
give all
piece.
our secrets away?
Well, yeah, why not? Why not? How are you, Sheila?
I'm all right, thank you.
This
Yeah.
collection is so fantastical. I've already had one of these pieces on day. Walked in this morning at 8 o'clock-ish, and this was straight away around the neck. It's just
so I came in,
beautiful.
didn't I?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
you
just stunning what we've got here. I love this collection.
Yeah,
what inspired you, please?
Drama, I think. Drama.
Yeah.
And like statement pieces, so you walk in and think, oh wow, it goes straight to the neck, really, doesn't it?
Yes.
So yeah. And these go such a long way. I've still got loads left. Look in my bag.
Wowzers.
Yeah, these tiny, gorgeous gold and silver spaces. I've got loads. Look, shake them around.
I'm so glad I've got gold and silver.
Yeah,
we
loads
bought
of
you the
them.
gold
They're
recently. I haven't
fabulous.
seen the silver in ages. It gives you a real nice lift to it, doesn't it? What did you think of these?
I absolutely adore them. That's why I chose them, because when they come in, they do go out very quickly because they're great for sort of doing the leaves, and they're great for fitting them in with a ladder weave. So you've not just got the basic ladder weave. You can expand on that. It's lovely to weave in and out of your wire as well when you're doing wire work. So very. They go with everything, and because I've put the different sizes of rounds in there, I think they just sit so gorgeous with the black.
Sensational, isn't it?
Yeah, I just love it. Yeah,
Really fantastic.
Yeah.
And even though they are nice and dainty, they do have a really good sized drill hole on them.
they
don't
have a great size drill hole. You can get at least, well, I mean, what I'm going to show you with the petals, they go through twice, and they could go through twice again.
Twice
easily.
again, easy
Yeah,
peasy.
yeah.
Go
So
through your
you
escons would go through there.
could
Some
do
of
some-
your wax cords and things would be fab
Well,
as well.
you can do the crisscross like I've done on that particular bracelet there. The one
This one over
there,
here.
the black. Yeah.
Yeah, easily with those. Beautiful. Those gemstones are stunning, aren't they? The agate. What made you put these ones together, please?
I just think if you've got different strands of rounds, it allows you to do lots of different things that you maybe couldn't do if it was maybe a square or an oblong or a pear-shaped, and it allows you, say if you were to do a circle, maybe make a circle, then you can actually slot and do another circle round. And you can also do a little which I didn't do with this. I'd forgotten about. Well, I haven't forgotten about the technique, but sometimes they go to the back of your head and then they pop up every now and again. And it's where you do just a circle of rounds, and then the next time you go round, you have 3 little ones on your strand, and you go in between the rounds.
Yeah.
So when you pull the wire, you've got this little peak of 3.
Yeah.
Almost like
It's almost like a piqué, isn't it?
almost like half of this shape. You've got that sticking up between.
You get a little crown over the top of it, almost
in
a
each,
little framing.
Yeah.
It's
So
gorgeous,
they are so multifunctional.
they're
I love them.
perfect for that
I
as well
love
because
them,
of the sizes. We've got a 10
Absolutely.
mil in here, which is the faceted largest strand. You've also got your 8 mil in here, which is your favourite size strand. You said at home. You've got a 6 mil strand in there as well, and you've got approximately a 4 mil strand as well. So really nice to have the same gemstone, which is oh so glamorous, but you've got it in these different sizes. You've got 3 faceted and one of the 8 mil, which is beautiful plain. I've also got your faceted agate here as well, which is really eye-catching beauty, isn't it?
It is stunning.
What made you go for a cab in this?
Well, I just thought, you if you're doing something for somewhere special, then you want to do something special, and the cabochons, and because they're faceted so beautifully, they've just got that sparkle, and anything that sparkles is mine.
Anything
Anything
beautiful,
sparkles,
glamour
Linda
and
and I,
sparkle.
we're terrible for
You're on top
sparkle.
of it. I've got for you here your really lovely citrine tone as well of this one. Now, separate kit, sorry, separate kit.
Well,
separate kit.
it goes with that, but it's
It's with it, but it's
with
separate.
it, yeah.
So this is the collection that I've got for you here today. I've got your spacers, I've got your 4 strands and not the cabochon. Well,
that's a little, yeah, because they go with them.
They go with them too perfectly. They just look like they should be together. So let me reiterate exactly what we're getting. 2 sets of your beads, the gold and the silver, and you're getting a 10mm faceted agate, an 8mm non-faceted agate, a 6mm non-faceted agate, and a 4mm faceted agate. Your price point today is not $34.95. We are rolling it down. That's not even the should be price of this. We're rolling it down today. £29.95. We've just taken it to under £30 for you. Now it should have been more than that, but today we've rolled it down for you. You're getting 4 strands and 2 tubes of spacers for £29.95. That is the Summer Ball Part 1 by Sheila. Part 1. And that's a sensational price point to get your hands on all of this for. And these beads, which we love and adore, and hardly ever see.
There's just how many of them all together? There must be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
There's 700 approximately
700
in each one.
So that's 1,400
approximately.
1,400 of those, which will last you ages and ages. I mean, I've got loads left, and I've used them so much. I mean, in the flower alone, you know, and in the necklace, the flower necklace.
This one,
yeah.
It's just fab, isn't it?
I've used those a lot.
You've used them a lot.
And
you've used even more of them in this necklace
absolutely,
here.
Yes.
Can you see you've got those 2 rows? They're just fab. Well done, everyone who's got your hands on that. A really great price kit for a Saturday, actually, isn't it? Hello, text messenger. I really want this kit. But how has Sheila done those earrings?
Well, there you. Which ones?
Which
ones? Do you mean Wend? Do you mean these here?
Probably mean these ones, and we're going to show you this technique really, Wend. So stay where you want. So get your hands on it, Wend. Why not? It's a great price point, isn't it? It's super duper glamour. So do stay exactly where you are, Wend. I have got the other section coming up. Do you want to do it straight away or in a bit? We'll do it straight away because then we can give you our full attention. So this is the second part to our beautiful collection made by Sheila. I've already talked to you about that beautiful faceted agate which does come in this collection. I love as well, have you seen the back of my one?
Oh, I see. That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it? Got a little bit of druzy in there as well. Really pretty. So I've got this agate. It's 40 carats worth approximately in total. It is faceted. Let me show you the back of it as well. Beautiful banding, little elements of druzy there as well.
They are great for putting on the material. You know, I was saying earlier on with the backing fabric, and then you put the material on. Then once it's all scrunched up, you can actually stick those on and stick them on into the middle.
A gorgeous idea. I love that idea. 40 by 30 approximately. You've also got that stunning citrine. Now these are 80 carats worth, and it is a 6mm citrine faceted beautifully. And guess what? It's Brazilian citrine, and guess what again? It's natural Brazilian citrine. That is a serious rarity and an entity within itself to be able to see natural citrine from Brazil anywhere, let alone here at JewelleryMaker. That is something extremely special and something we don't see often at all. Citrine is predominantly the vast majority of citrine in the market, not just here at JewelleryMaker, not just on our sister channels. I mean, in the biggest jewellery houses in the world, the vast majority will at least have been heat treated, if not other things. Ours hasn't. Ours is natural citrine from Brazil, which is so special. To have that intensity, to have that saturation, even though it's natural, is really unusual.
I love citrine as well, because it's got that warm, sunny feel to it, hasn't it? Really I think it's a beautiful gemstone.
Sunshine. I've also got here for you these beautiful connectors. Now, why did you go for these ones, Sheila?
Well, because I don't know whether we've had any on yet. I don't know whether these are. I just thought they were great because I'm always asking for multiple connectors. You know, that you can have like the 6 on there, so you've got 6. You can get, and you can, as I've done in the necklace, which we'll show you in a moment. I've done lots of different things with it, you know, and just made it. I've made each strand different.
Gorgeous.
So it just gives that different look, really. If we
really does.
Put the camera
Such a
on
dramatic
there.
and dynamic look.
Yeah,
You're
it's got-
getting you're getting 5 loops, is it? No, 6 loops actually. You're getting 6 loops on each of these, so you can do a 6 loop chain. Or don't forget, you can chop off some of those loops if you do want to do a 5, say. You're getting 4 of these connectors in total, and yes, they are £925. Your price point today for your natural Brazilian citrine, that gorgeous cab, and also 4 of those £925 connectors today. Just £17.95. But that's got to be one of the lowest prices of a kit we've gone to.
Absolutely.
Because don't forget, although this is part of a kit, we can use this kit alone absolutely
Well,
easy.
I mean, even to get those, I don't think we've got many of those. I think I'm not quite
Connectors.
sure how many we are. Those connectors for your for your bracelets, and as I've done, I've made a pendant from one, and then I've used them on the top of the necklace there on the side, which is a 6-strand necklace.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Dion, how many we have. Whether all that's here is that all we've got.
Possibly, yes. She's not seen
I
them
think
before.
it is. So we don't get very multiple stranded necklace findings, or for your bracelets as well.
No.
So I think while we have these now is the time to get them, because I haven't seen them before. And it's something that we've been asking for a long time.
£14.95, Sheila.
I know.
For all of that. It is a stunning collection for you. You've got a lovely agate cab, you've got all of those connectors, and you've got that natural citrine as well at £14.95. Well done, everyone. Lots of multi-buyers on this one, which is lovely to see.
The connectors are... I mean, you could have that as an earring. You could put a little bit of chain on, an earring finding, and then you've got lots of chandelier type look of earrings.
Yeah, I like that idea. So we're going to be learning how to create these beautiful petal designs, and also the design that we've seen in this earring. So do treat yourself to this collection here today, because you will be able to be inspired by lovely Sheila when we learn exactly how she did it right now.
Okay. Right, this is one I've started, so I'll just show you where we're going to go with it. If we can zoom in and just have a look at the actual shape of it. So it starts off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then you go back to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I see.
That's for a smaller one. If you want a bigger one, like the ones that are on the necklace, then you would just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, do 2 rows of 7,
and
then go
down.
6, 5,
Got
4,
you.
3, 2, 1. Okay, so to start off with, to get your little peak at the bottom, let me just move those out of the way. Just put 3 on a piece of wire. Put it on with a black, something to show them up better, couldn't we? Have we got a little black?
Possibly,
Have you
yeah.
got one
I'll go off
hiding
and
out?
find one in. I can go and find one.
Okay, so I've got 3 of the little silver spacer beads on this piece of wire. Now obviously if you're making the whole of the petal, then take a larger piece of wire, because you don't really want to get, there we go. So if I pop that on there, then you can see.
1 minute 45 seconds on the phone line. We'll be with you, I promise. 0800 644 655, about 1 minute 45, but we'll be with you. Stay tuned, and watch lovely Sheila create this in the background.
So I've put 3 on this one. Now you can see that a bit better, can't you? So make sure that those 3 are in the middle of your wire. Okay, and then pop your right hand over and take the wire through the first 2, which the holes are very, very generous in here. So there we go, and then just draw it. Make sure that you've got it in the middle, so it's drawing. There we go. So there you can see now we've got the 1, 2 of the bottom of the petal. Okay, so what we do now is we put 3 on the left hand. It doesn't really matter which side you put them on. There's no set rule really, because it all pulls out the same. So that's 2, 3. So then we do exactly the same again, as I'm working from the right. So I'll move that over there. So as you can see, I put the 3 on, went through 2. Now I'm putting 3 on the left hand side. So take it over again, and then pop it through your holes. 1, 2, 3, and then just pull it. Make sure you, because I mean the wire can be, you know what wire's like, so you have to be firm, but there we go. hands do get warm in the studio, so pull that a little bit more. I don't. There we go. So we've now got 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're going to put 4 on. So we're building up that petal shape, and then, as I say, you just keep going. 1. So as I say, with this particular flower, petal rather, you just go up to 6, your row 6, and then just come back 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've got 4 on here now. Fine, there we go. Take your right hand over again with your wire and pass it through the 4 that are on your left hand side. There we go. Put my specs on then, I can see. If they fall down my nose, I can't see where those are. There we go. So if we pull that again, then you can see the shape of the bottom of the leaf coming. Just make sure that you pull the wire, but as I say, be careful because you don't want it to snap. But 0.4 is normally pretty good. Don't use 0.25 because it's too fine. So it's 0. So and then it'll be 5. Then do exactly the same. 6 exactly the same, and then come 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for showing us that, and it gives you that beautiful shape. Hiya, Cheryl. She says, love the show today. Please tell me how to use my diamonds. I'm sure others are having the same trouble as me. Well, Cheryl, we've had designer inspirations with how to use diamonds in the past. So let's find out from Sheila what she would do with hers.
With diamonds, as in the tiny nugget ones that we... or any
all
diamond.
The faceted ones.
All the faceted ones. Well, there again, it depends on what you want to do, really. But because they're so precious, I would use them in earrings, on sort of, chain. I would make some a nice rosary link chain with them, and I think because they're diamonds, you want to get as most out of them as you can. So use them sparingly, but I'll tell you what diamonds do look lovely in, and that is if you make a beady bead. They do look really lovely if you do a beady bead with them.
Very high
because
end.
it's petite and it's and it as I say, it lets your diamonds do the talking in a very, very luxurious way. I would say, I do have diamonds. I would say with mine, what I've done is I've done 1 pearl, featherweight head pin, snipped either end off, and a diamond on either side, and just done that in a rosary link on a piece of chain. Just a diamond on either side of a perfect round pearl, and I believe it looks absolutely stunning. Absolutely.
You don't need to think, okay, how many can I shove into this design
No. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and you want to get as much jewellery out of them. And if you've got a couple left over, then they're nice to give as a gift, aren't they?
Absolutely. Do just watch back on some of our designs, and even if you see us working with spinels and things like that, you can incorporate those designs for your micro-faceted gemstones to your diamonds as well. So I hope that helped you, Cheryl. Hello, Sissy. Lovely designs. Would love to see the necklace by the Leaf design.
Leaf, is that the...
Oh, Leaf design. This is stunning.
Which is that one? Leaf?
I think it's this one,
lovely. Would love to see by the Leaf design. Oh, the spider. I call it.
I love this one. I know this is the one I've already popped on. I've already been wearing this. Look at that. How did you do that one then, Sheila?
Well, I hammered. I'd only got that size wire at home, so I would have liked to have used the thicker wire, but I just hammered it first. I cut them into the lengths, and then I hammered them, and then I curled them round, put a basic loop at the bottom and a basic loop at the top, and then just popped on the gemstones on the bottom of each one, and then I'd made those first, and then I threaded them on individually as I was going around my necklace.
I think it's beautiful. It's really comfy on. Fran says, still confused by the beaded leaf. How many beads do we need to feed on at a time?
Well, this is what I was saying. In the beginning, it's 3, and then you take it over, you cross it over. I mean, that's how I started with 3. It is until you've actually make it. I should do a tutorial on it, really. I think on I think there is one on
I'm
somewhere.
Sure there's one on JewelleryMaker's website.
So it's 3 put on first, and then you've got these 2 pieces of wire. Ignore that there. So you've actually got 3 on, and then you take the right-hand side over and go through the first 2. And then when you pull it, it gives you the 1 at the bottom and the 2 on the top. And then after that, you put 3 on, and then take it. So there's 3. Then you take it over, pass it through, and then pull it. And each time you do that, you're sort of layering. Shall I just say the beginning again?
We haven't got time, I'm afraid, because we do have to go to that break, don't we? Because we leave preview.
But if you do go onto our tutorials, you will actually find some.
Yeah, and don't forget you can watch this back on YouTube, because we did show that stage from the beginning.
Yes,
I hope that helps.
Yes,
we said, hi, could you tell me what metal the connectors are in part 2 of the kit? Yes, it's these connectors. They're 925 sterling silver, and these are them. 6 loop at the bottom, 1 at the top. It says the 925 on it just there. You'll be able to see it better when you get it home. But this is the connectors that lovely Sheila's used in designs such as this neckline piece here. We're going to put kit number 2 at the bottom of the screen. Now, me and Sheila are about to leave you on Freeview, but don't worry if you're carrying on watching us on Sky and on the internet and everywhere else, because after the break we have loads more treats for you. I've got coming up for you after the break some pearls, some sterling silver, and what? Treats. Treats. If you are losing us now on Freeview, thank you for joining us this morning. It's been lovely to have you on board. Don't forget you can carry on watching us on JewelleryMaker.com, but if not, for now, have a lovely afternoon and we will see you tomorrow morning.
Take care, bye-bye.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
The wedding season is upon us and JewelleryMaker want to help you get prepared. Join us on Monday 17th of August for our wedding fair. We'll be inspiring you with some amazing deals, including headwear, footwear and accessories. We have guest designers Fleur, Debs and Claire on hand to give you inspiration and spark creativity on how to make that big day special with a personal touch. Come join us for our wedding fair, all day on Monday the 17th of August.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow to create incredible jewellery designs with wire mesh. Explore this exciting medium and learn a selection of incredible techniques that will take your jewellery making in another direction. This course includes a selection of colours and gauges of wire, a scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to the Gemporia Museum. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you. If you have a question or query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she takes you on the fascinating journey of creating face canes using polymer clay. In each chapter, Debbie will guide you through how to create each part of the face. Then, with the final chapter, advance your skills and learn how to add detail and character to your piece. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Today's course has been really good. I've been on the micro macrame course with Deb Rudge, and we've been doing quite a lot of knotting techniques and bringing them together to make a little small owl. And then we're currently working on a freeform necklace or bracelet, which is really good because there's no rules. It's been a really, really good day. You get an awful lot from it, just in terms of being able to use your own imagination to transfer it into the piece that you're making, and it's just been a really good day, yeah.
Hello everybody, we're over here at the Wall of Fame with the lovely Sheila today. How are you doing today, Sheila?
All right, yes, fine, yes.
Good.
Yes.
Now, for anyone who's just tuned in, maybe you're watching in the morning, don't you think that's strange that people are watching us on a Sunday?
Why?
Because this last hour of the show gets looped on Freeview at 8 o'clock.
See, yes, of course, yes, of course, yes. Yeah, that's right, yeah. I've had a busy week.
It's lovely to see you.
I'm a bit topsy-turvy, you know, like how
We've both been today, haven't we?
Yeah,
Things and thorns, mate. Okay, it's lovely to see you all. My name is Becky. This is the lovely Sheila.
Hello
and
there.
we've got loads of treats coming up for you, but we're going to start off with our Wall of Fame, which is where you send in your designs. And lovely Sheila's going to start.
Oh, thank you very much. This is number 499, which is a beautiful ring. Very lovely as well, the way it's been displayed, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this is from Ali, and Ali says, this week's entry is a wire-wrapped ring with a fabulous labradorite and silver wire. All inspirations and gems from Jem, of course. Hoping for a win to come in another course. Always fun. Oh, bless. They are fun, the workshops.
They are fun. They are
we
really
have a lovely time.
Thank you for sending
that's
that,
number
Ali.
499.
Very neat. These are hard, I think. 500 here, working with abalone. Now, if you are just watching us on the repeat, we had a gorgeous kit of abalone on earlier. I wonder if we have any left. Really stunning. Hello, everyone. Here's my entry. I made myself a necklace using abalone shell and black satin cord from JM. The abalone shell are stunning, with greens and blues shimmering all over them. The photo doesn't do them justice. Good luck to everyone, and that's from Alison McCulloch. Hope I've said that right. Thank you for sending that in, Alison. And you're right about abalone. It's hard to get it across. We've actually put the kit, if you are watching on the repeat, the kit should still be at that price point up until 9 AM in the morning. So an hour, say you're watching on repeat. We made it half price. It should have been £66.60.
And it's a gorgeous,
We dropped
isn't
it
it?
half price.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, we've got 3 pieces of abalone in there that are huge, really gunning. So do treat yourself to that one if you wish. 500. Thank you very much for that, Alison.
And this is number 497. Gorgeous butterfly. And this, that's like, is that Larimar or is it no, that's not Larimar.
Aquamarine, possibly.
Aquamarine, could it be?
Possibly. It's hard to tell on the red background.
Yeah, it is hard to tell on the background.
We could read it.
We could. I'll soon know. Why didn't I
aquamarine.
think of that? No, it's aquamarine, actually.
That's what I said.
You did you say aquamarine?
Yes.
Oh, beg your pardon. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I'll just read it and shut up. It's number 497, and it's from Julie. And Julie says, hi, please see my latest entry for this week's Wall of Fame. All made from aquamarine, from JewelleryMaker, all except the butterfly. The same. From all findings except the butterfly. Okay, and that's from Julia in Fleetwood.
Thank you for that,
Lovely.
Julia. It's really beautiful.
Yeah,
isn't
yes, it is, because it shows different shades, doesn't it? Yeah.
Number 1.
Wow, we're going round again. No,
We've gone around. I've never had that before. This is
something new every day.
This is a special day. Number 1. We're at we've started all over again. Bright wishes to everyone. This photo shows the front and the back of a brooch from this week. Gold coloured wire as the base and silver 0.4 to weave and attach the spiral. Yes, the weaves are different to the 2 leaves. And pliers are there to give an idea of size. Not very difficult, but other than basic wire bracelets made last weekend whilst watching the morning show on Saturday and Sunday, I've not had much inspiration. Best wishes to everyone, and hoping my JM app doesn't fail. And that is from Fran. Hello to you, Fran. So
really
neat.
like that.
So neat, so beautiful, and isn't it nice and different to have a bit of a brooch?
Yeah, and also to see the other side, really, isn't it? You know. Yeah.
Fran, you number 1.
Okay, now we go to 498, which is beautiful. I love that. Gorgeous. And this is from Colette in County Cork. And Colette says, good morning all. Here is a necklace and bracelet I made with ruby zoisite and quartzite. I think the colours work very well together. Reminds me of raspberries and green foliage. All gems and findings from JM. Thanks for all the goodies and bringing us all the inspiration and entertainment. I am a JM addict. And that's from Colette in County Cork. Thank you, Colette. That's gorgeous.
Thank you,
Stunning.
Colette, for sending that
Beautiful
in.
colours,
really
yeah.
high-end that looks. Thank you for sending it in your wall of fame. I've got something special to really kick off our show. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our star by. These pearls are fantastic because do you know what? These are a bit of a different breed to what we've had on of late. Have you noticed, as I have, that our pearls seem to be getting larger, more unusual in size? We've had on some pearl kisses this morning, which are sensational, but we're seeing less and less and less of these pearl rice, gentle, delicate pieces. And that is because, as I said to you, I don't know if you remember me saying this a couple of months ago, I did say we're going to see less and less and less of pearls under the 7mm mark, because essentially to fill up an entire strand we have to get so many more of these pearls on. And yes, of course, the larger a pearl, then the longer the time it has been for creation, and the more nacre there is, and the higher price, and the more beautiful, and etc, etc, etc. A lot of people will think it is. But actually, to get lots of these accent pearls, as I call them, on a strand, you need a lot there, which takes a lot of work, which takes a lot of reaming, takes a lot of shaping, it takes a lot of stranding. And so we've essentially stopped getting our hands on delicate accent pearls like this. It's lovely to have a strand on. If you want something delicate to add to your pearl pieces, this is it. This is it. This is the one for you. I think it's hilarious sometimes. Web bidders, you know exactly what's going on. I've got web bidders left, right and centre. Telephone bidders, it's your turn now. Why have we got so many multi-buyers on the web, I wonder? Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, we haven't seen anything like this in a while. And yes, it is actually £6.95 for a genuine, real deal pearl necklace. Sorry, if I pop this up to my neckline, I just want to show you, even though they are delicate pearls, do you see what I mean? We still have to get a full length on here, this touch in the back. We still have to get a full necklace amount on here to fill up this entire strand. We haven't gone, oh, they're smaller, so we'll just use the same amount, because if we were to do that, it would be half a strand's worth. We've still kept to it. We've still kept you a real long, beautiful, for me anyway, necklace length strand. But it's £6.95 for you today on these beautiful champagne pearls. What do you think of that, Sheila?
Perfection, aren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Isn't it lovely to have the delicate accent pearls on again?
Definitely. I mean, and we don't really get enough. I wish we could get more. So when, I mean, for me, you know what I'm like with pearls, I love them, really do. And those are just exquisite. From here, I think I need those. Yeah. They are beautiful. Absolutely.
They are, aren't they? They are phenomenal. And I know when we do things like bridal courses, it's really hard to get your hands on the smaller pearls at the moment.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's why I will have to have those. Please.
£6.95 for you today on these ones. Well done to get your hands on them, absolutely everybody. Fab to get your hands on them today. Well done. Got for you now some jump rings. I don't have a blackboard, but essentially they're a jump ring. So they are a full circle of your wire, which has been sewn up. Mwah, Sheila, you're a love.
Really snatched my hand off then.
I know, I was dead excited to have it. This is your jump ring, great for things like your chainmail, additions to your wire work pieces, and add-ons to things like your chain as well. They are genuine real deal 925, which I know for the chainmailers out there will set your alarm bells ringing, because I know we very rarely have jump rings in 925, and whenever we have a chainmail show with Debbie Bulford or with Fleur or with anyone else does the chainmail, it's always something they talk about, the fact that we don't see 925 jump rings. It's hard to make 925 chainmail pieces because we just don't bring the products. We've got them today, and we've got a hefty amount. If you bought 4 packs of these, you would easily be able to make yourself a bracelet and a pair of earrings, easily. You have got 7mm jump rings here. It's a great size because it's the 7mm. We can give us the opportunity to make lots and lots of different weaves with this. You can do your Mobius with this. You're likely to be able to do things like your Byzantine with this, because you've got the larger area within there, which means we're able to work more jump rings into the space, which means we're able to do bigger, more dramatic weaves. It's approximately a 6mm OD approximately on these. Great for chainmail, just great for people who need to add class to the back of their posh chain and they haven't got any 925 to do it. Your collection today for these is just £7.95 for you to get your hands on this selection of your 925 jump rings. It's a really important kind of selection to have on, because if you think about it, you know our 925 findings packs that we have, you know those findings packs that we do, well, we had one on earlier, didn't we, $15.95, those findings packs that we do of 925. Well, you do get jump rings in there, but you get 3, don't you? In some I think you get 5, but in general you get 3, that's it. I've got 50 here. It's a big gram weight, as you can see. It's a big amount that we've got there. Do check out 6 grams I've got here. Do check out your order on this, please, because it's a really big amount. You can see this is a chainmail piece that we have here, made by the lovely Fleur, and this is what we mean by chainmail. If you are brand new to us, maybe you've just stumbled upon us, maybe you're up bright and early in the morning, you're watching us back on repeat, and you've just accidentally stumbled across us on a lovely Sunday morning. That there is chainmail. It's a design, it's a very ancient kind of jewellery making medium, and it is, when you think of chainmail and you think of, armour and battlements and wearing chainmail, yes, it is the same thing, but it has been sort of adapted and given this beautiful look to give you that chainmail piece, which is very pretty. £7.95, and you've got 36 opportunities left now. If you're watching back on the repeat and you see anything you like, I would genuinely say get yourself on the phone lines as quick as you can, because obviously this part of the show has already been shown before, so it's really important that you get in on the phone as quick as you can, because we might just have 1 or 2 left, and if we do just have 1 or 2 left, out of all the people watching in the morning, it's a race to the finish line, so ring in as quickly as you can with these ones. I've got about, by the looks of things, about 12 in baskets and 32 opportunities left. It's Elizabeth. Hi Becky, I tuned in after 2 weeks holiday, loving the show. Elizabeth, where have you been, please? Go on, make me jealous. Where have you been? 2 weeks on holiday. I'm having another holiday. Yeah. Well, I'm having 2 other holidays. Yeah. I'm going to Spain in like 3 weeks, and then in about 4 weeks I'm going to Malta. Oh, last minute holes. Elizabeth, where did you go? Make us jealous. You come back with a tan, or was it a staycation? Oh, Devon. I love Devon. You'll get a nice tan in Devon. Okie dokie. Where to next? I've got for you now some chain. Oh, the Rolo chain. I adore this Rolo chain because it is a slightly different tone to that we get used to and maybe get a bit bored of. This has got almost a how to describe it? Almost, imagine a really posh chef. You add a little bit of a splosh of platinum, mix it in with a touch of titanium, and finish it off with a polish of 925 sterling silver. That's kind of the colour we're getting here. Don't get me wrong, those aren't the ingredients, but that's almost the colour that you get. Do you see what I mean about that, or do I just sound as odd as usual? But let me show you. No, this is the silver we're used to seeing, isn't it? It's totally different, isn't it? You can see it is a different look. Totally different look and appeal. You have got here your silver plated Rolo chain, and this is your 3mm loopers that we've got here. What is a Rolo chain? Okay, it's a perfect round. Can you see that? And then as you roll it over, you can see, roll it over, Rolo chain. As you roll it over, you can see it's just a perfect circle on perfect circle. Now these circles are flattened, but they're flattened in a totally different way than we would normally expect. You know, when you see them at less than 50 chances, I better bring your price in. I'll carry on with that in a second. 10 metres worth of chain, £12.95, less than 50 chances now though, because loads of people have seen this and gone, what, they've got chain on in a 10-metre reel, when's the last time that happened? So they've jumped in, so well done to everyone. But yeah, this gives you a different look and a different appeal to our usual chain. You know, the usual chain, if you imagine it like this, it's flattened as you look at it, isn't it? This one actually isn't. It's flattened in this way. It's flattened in that direction. And what that means is you get more of that surface area on the top and the bottom. So you get more of that surface area as it sparkles to your face. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. You're going to see exactly what I mean when I get home. And one thing I will say is great about these, have you seen the size of those links? Huge, really. They're 3mm, so easy to add your head pins through there. You could even do, you know, your bubble designs with these. Easy. You could get 2, 3, maybe even 4 head pins through there. If you got featherweight, you could add loads more in. About 30 opportunities left on this one. Elizabeth went to Devon and Cornwall, got a nice tan, great food, wine and some long walks. There's always a downside, and it was the walking. I adore that. Elizabeth, yeah, great wine, nice tan, lovely food, long walks. Not the best. Elizabeth, I bet it was long. If it's long walks like my holidays, long walks on my holidays aren't meant to be long walks. It's just they start off short walks and then you get lost and they turn into long walks. Is it like that? Oh, I hope you had a fantastic time. Have I been to Devon or to Cornwall? I've been to Devon, I've not been to Cornwall before, and I'd love to go to Cornwall. Hello, Mrs. Christmas. Lovely to see you. Do you fancy Lapland, Mrs. Christmas? Oh yeah, if there's an invite there. Yeah, if you'll just if you'll send Rudolph out to give me a bit of a ride, that'd be lovely. I would quite like to do Lapland, you know. I'd like to go everywhere, to be honest. £12.95 for you on those ones. Well done. Not many left at all. Again, if you're watching back, do get yourself on the phone line as quickly as you can. These are chunky and beautiful and elegant and classic. Yesterday on Designer Inspiration, I had the birthstone show, and I got people to message in with some of what they thought their birthstone said about them, and Pearls had some lovely words connotated to it. Classy, you know, sophisticated I had. Chic. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have chic, but you're right. Sheila, chic is right. Absolutely. Why do those words pop into your mind, please, Sheila?
Well, because pearls go back so long, don't they? So far, even to the King's Armoury, and you know, royalty are well known for wearing pearls, and that they're a heirloom in as much as they'll always go up and up and up and up, like all gemstones do. But pearls are never out of fashion, are they?
No, you're
never.
Right. No, they're
never
not.
out of fashion.
They are. These are a luxury side pearl that we've got here for you. I'm giggling because lovely producer Dion has just told me something about the price of these. She's taken it down in price. She hasn't done it yet, but she's just gone, I don't know why. I just like them. It is Dion's birthstone. She got really excited about that then. She just yelled down my ear about that. She is dropping this down in price. You ready? 9x6 luxury pearls. £6 and 95 pence. That is astonishing. This is a £10 strand and we're bringing it to you at £6.95. And actually, when I say it's a £10 strand, I mean here at JewelleryMaker. I don't mean in general, do I? At all. I do not mean that in anywhere else. You know, you wouldn't expect to pay that for a full genuine pearl necklace, would you? These are £6.95 that you've got here, and they are, as Sheila said, you know, they are a hand-me-down piece. These are a piece that you will hand down to your loved ones in your family. And at £6.95, that is a bargain of an heirloom, isn't it? She's just shaking her head like she's just shocked.
Well, I mean, I buy all pearls, so you know, there's not one that I wouldn't buy. I really love them. I adore them.
Yeah.
And And as I say, they never ever date, they never go out of fashion. And they're a real pearl to have, aren't they?
And what is a massive chunk of price off? What's that, about 40% discount? Be rude not to. CSMG29, your code on it. Wend. Becky. Hey, Wend. Wend was the lovely lady who texted us in earlier. So obviously, you answered a question for you, Wend. Hello, Elizabeth. She says, yeah, exactly. My husband was map reading and has got us lost. Need you say more, Elizabeth? Short walks that turned into long walks. I said yesterday, what were we doing? I was giving a reminder as to how to remember the birthstones for June, and I said, you know, I always remember it because it's moonstone, alexandrite and pearl, and that the letters show you something. And I said, don't they, Pete? If you think of June, Pete, and you're going travelling, what do you take with you? And he went, passport. And I was like, no, think closer to home, think close to home. You're going travelling somewhere new, what do you use? Sat nav? No. Moonstone, alexandrite, pearl, still couldn't get it, it's map. £6.95 for you on those ones. Well done, everyone. Lovely to have those at a really low price. I've got a tool for you now. It's something we've only seen a couple of times. We've only got to bring this to you one time before. It is easy peasy lemon squeezy to use. It is your ear wire making tool. This is your one-step looper for an earring, essentially. I know that sounds silly, it does what it says on the tin, but it is. You know, your one-step looper that does your eye pins. This does that in a one-step kind of form, but it does your earring wire and your loop on it as well. You can see step by step exactly how you create it here. You pull the handles apart, you place the wire in, and then you pull them together, squeeze the handles together, and keep the handles closed. It is really wonderful. So you just spread them apart. It's so easy to use this. Have you ever used this, please, Sheila? Or what about the one-step looper?
No, I haven't used that yet. No, I haven't. No.
Really?
I normally
honestly, it makes your life so much easier. It really does.
Well, the thing is, they come in and, you know, I never get a chance to get hold of them. Yeah. We ought to be given everything, I think.
I agree. I'm going to write an email about that, Sheila.
Yeah, we ought to be given everything.
You've got your one-step earring looper wires. I find that hard to say. Your price point today for all of this? £21.95 for a professional tool that's going to give you symmetry every single time. It's going to give you symmetry, it's going to give you beauty, it's going to give you just evenness to your design. It's really, really fab. R&B D42 is your price point on that one. £21.95 for you today. I had to text him. Come to Cornwall, Becky. We can put you up with the gerbils anytime. You'll love Cornwall. So give us a shout if you make it here. Gerbils. Put me up with the gerbils.
You haven't got a very big bed then, have you?
No, I haven't. And I have to make my own bed out of all that fluff that they have.
Oh.
Not sure I'll be same with your gerbils. Oh no, I'm joking. I love that idea. I've always wanted to go to Cornwall. Always. It's just a bit of a trek, which I know sounds really lazy, but I will do it very soon. Okay, folks, bringing to you now pendant bails, and these are in the form of, how do I describe it? Imagine you know the tendrils that come off of fleur-de-lis? Imagine that. Or imagine a peacock feather and those swirls that come off a peacock feather at the top before you get to that centre point. Or even almost a floral design, whatever you want to call them. I think they're gorgeous. Pendant bails and the 925. Oh, they are just looking delicious, aren't they? You've got such a high shine appeal to these, you really do. Because don't forget, they are 925 sterling silver. Now, our 925 sterling silver is exactly the same 925 sterling silver quantity of silver than you would expect with, say, Harry Winston, that you would expect in, say, Chanel, that you would see in, say, Vivienne Westwood. 925 silver is just that. It's a 925 silver. Silver is an element. It's like saying, you know, oh, this carbon is better than that carbon. Carbon is carbon. It's like silver is silver. It is what it is. And what we've got here is a percentage of silver. It's 92.5% sterling silver here for you. And you get a really beautiful high-end shine. And you get that luxurious appeal because it is the same that's used in those big high-end names that I've already mentioned. You've got 95 pendant bales. 3 of them you're getting. And you can see that design is just beautiful. Your price point today, £6.95 for you today to get your hands on these ones. I mean, that for 3 of them is fantastic. And if I show you them from the side, you can see you've got that area there where you could just open them up. Sheila, I'd love to hear what you do with these ones, please.
Well, I had them, didn't I, earlier on? Or not the same, but obviously the same bale at the bottom. You'd make sure that you open them up quite wide so that you've got enough room to slip your gemstone in. Because if you don't, then you won't sort of get them in the holes either side. It just depends how big they are, really, but you wouldn't be able to put very big ones in there, probably. I think I would go for about from a 6 to maybe an 8 you could get in those. But they're just so beautiful, and you can also use them for your earrings, for, you know, obviously pendants. But I just think they add that final bit of luxury to your pendant, you know, or your earrings, whatever you do with them, because you can actually attach some chain onto those as well and make some earrings.
Absolutely. You don't have to do that. You can, like we said, just drape chain and top drill gemstone you can put in here, and you can put any size top drill gemstone in here, as long as the top will fit in, you're easy.
Yeah.
£6.95. You get 3 of those. They'll be with you very, very soon. I've got another treat for you now, if you like a little bit of something kind of with a high-end appeal and a really workable, versatile appeal, because I've got 95 sterling silver. One set of these essentials is enveloped in gold. The other set, a real rarity on the market in general and here at JewelleryMaker, is enveloped in rose gold. These are your crimp bead covers. Getting on the phone now. Great price on them. Don't see them often at all, let alone together. This is your crimp collection. Now let me show you these if you're not sure what a crimp bead is. If you can hear these little sort of Santa's elves next door. No, it's not Mrs. Christmas, she hasn't popped in. It is lovely Claire, she's got her first workshop on today, and it's wire writing, so I imagine they're hammering just to strengthen those letters that they have created. So sorry if you can hear that, but it's just our workers working away merrily. So if you've not seen a crimp cover before, it does what it says on the tin. It covers a crimp. You squidge them together so it becomes a whole circle, and you can put it over wires, you put it over clasp sort of connectors, you can use them as spaces in between your pieces. You've got them in genuine gold, so this is gold plated, real gold on there, and rose gold. Again, real rose gold that we've got on there are very, very, very rare for us to see them. Very rare to see 200 of these at all. Very rare for us to see the 2 colours together in a collection. You usually would be getting a pack of these a very, very workable price point, because they are an essential, you know, when we're working with our spacers, with things to use them as spacers. When you're working with them to cover those crimp beads, the crimp beads, I'm sure you'll recognise them when you find this pack. They're the tubes that you squash down. A lot of the time you squash them flat, and they can be a bit scratchy against the back of the neckline if you're not totally careful. A pack of these, generally, for 100 of these, this is just to show you and to give you an idea of the quality on these ones. Normally, £17.95 a pack. Should be £17.95 usually. Not today. £21.95 for both. That's buy one pack, get the other one for what? £4. You buy one pack, you get the other pack for just £4. Buy one pack at £17.95, get the other pack for £4. What do you think of that, please, Sheila?
It's a must, isn't it, really?
Isn't it?
Absolute must. How many are there altogether? Thousands.
200.
200. Oh, hang on, I can't see that. Where does it say?
There you are, look.
200.
What would you do with them?
Well, I always think they are what they are, and you need to put the covers on because it finishes off your jewellery. It makes it, you know, I mean, crimp beads, we need the crimp beads, but it's lovely to have the proper cover to give you that finished look. And I think especially if you're selling your jewellery as well, you know, you sort of want to finish them off properly. And the rose gold, it's quite a softer metal, you know, it's easy to get them on as well. And I normally put them about halfway up my flat nose pliers, well, maybe a quarter of the way, but so you can get a good grip on them when you actually slide them over your crimp bead.
I think what you're saying about these being malleable is really good to know, because if you've ever had that pinging moment where you're working with the ones in your normal findings pack, the copper ones, and you put them in the pliers and then it goes pa-ding, and they go pa-ding, sort of around your house. Okay, that's a bit over the top, but you know, they fly away. Not as likely to happen with these because they are more malleable, but once they're in place, they're in place. Well done. You buy one pack for £17.95. You get the other pack for £4. Massive discount there. So you're going to want these high-end, beautiful pieces for this next piece that I've got for you. Ladies and gentlemen, this, for you, is a special star buy. Really just a sensational colour on these ones, and again in that accented sizing, a 5x6 on these that we've got today in this stunning teal colour. I just think they're gorgeous, aren't they? Light teal cultured pearls we have here for you, and I mean they are phenomenal, aren't they?
I love the teal colour.
Why
You don't see it very often, do you?
No.
And I think it's a real rich summery colour,
isn't it?
And it looks, to be honest, looking at it on the screen and seeing it in the light, it's a lot brighter, isn't it?
What would you do with teal to really show off the beauty of these
Teal
pearls?
looks nice with orange as well. Oranges and yellows and yeah, always try and mix it. Even the pink, yeah, and the aquamarine would be lovely too. Yeah.
Those aquamarine did sell out, I'm afraid.
How about mixing them in with my challenge?
Oh, it would be nice, yeah. They are just beautiful, aren't they? Really stunning. And the thing I love about pearls is it will stand up to the notoriety of tanzanites.
Yes.
Really, really does. You know how certain... Now, I've got to be careful what I say here, because I've got to be careful, you know, not to do a disservice to any other gems, but I personally would never make a piece of tanzanite jewellery and pair it with glass beads or maybe even shell pearl. Myself, I wouldn't, because I believe that, you know, you've got that notoriety and that beauty of the tanzanite that I personally I don't know why, I'm just a bit funny like this, it's probably just me, but I like to be able to have, you know, gems of an equal or varied slightly prestige to each other together. And I tell you what, I think tanzanite can stand up with pearl. There's something about pearl that makes it such an exquisite organic, which means can work with tanzanite. I have got a couple of that tanzanite left. I will recap it for you later on. These are your light teal cultured pearls for you. If you're watching back on the Sunday morning, lovely to see you. Good morning. We'll be with you in about 25 minutes, so stay where you are. But if you are treating yourself to these in the morning, do give them a call in straight away, because I've got a decent enough quantity, and if you want to get your hands on them, you should be able to, but you've got to be quick to add it to your basket before 9. You have got your light teal cultured pearls today. I say you've got to get it before 9 because as far as I know, our prices go back to the original price at 9 AM in the morning. That's important to know, because yeah, I'm going to drop the price on these. Should be £7.95. Guess what? Just to be naughty, you've got 20 minutes if you're watching back in the morning to get this at £6.95. The price points will go back up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Any price drops we've done in this show and you're watching on the repeat, they will go back up at 9 o'clock. So do check these out whilst you get the opportunity to do so. Your light teal cultured pearls at £6.95. That is something really, really special. And that tanzanite is at the bottom of your screen right now. Can you believe this tanzanite it is at the bottom of your screen? And can you believe how well it goes? I mean, really sensationally with that pearl there. I just think it stands out. Well done everyone who's flying through for this. Lovely to see all of you. I am moving on because I've actually only got sort of 20-ish minutes left. Just got 20 minutes or so left. What have we got now, lovely lady? Rose quartz beauties. On this side, of course. Oh, rose quartz beauties. What? I haven't seen rose quartz in ages. I don't know why. Is it just me? I bet we've had quite a bit around, but for some reason I've not seen a bundle of rose quartz in months. This is so gorgeous to see. I wonder how these are described. Faceted rondelles. I was going to say faceted rondelles. 10 by 8 for you here on these ones, and they are a rondelle look. Let me hold it there. Can you see it there? Can you see it's not actually a perfect round? It's very, very slightly off at each edge. That gives you such a stunning effect, isn't it? Really fantastical effect that you've got on these ones. These are a 10 by 8 rondelle, and they were a 250 carat strand that we've got there. It's a really nice look, a real feminine tone. I've also got for you there your 6mm rose quartz plain rounds there. These ones though, rose quartz, but they have got a rainbow coating. So they've almost got this little bubble detail to them, like a bubble effect. You know, when you blow a bubble, you get that little window playing in the corner. It looks stunning, doesn't it, to get that look? And we've given that appeal. But don't forget a coating. You can still see through. It's not paint, so really pretty to have that. I've then got these nuggets, and honestly, I'd love to know the location of these nuggets. Where are the nuggets themselves from? Don't get me wrong, I do love the other ones, but these nuggets are really just catching my eye. Yeah, Brazil by the looks of things we've got on these. Yeah, Brazilian by the look. They are just sensational. I'm asking because if I say that these have got almost a bit of a kunzite tone, you connoisseurs will know what I mean. Obviously, I'm not comparing it to kunzite, but I'm saying it's got that kind of colour, hasn't it? It's not maybe as milkshakey as we might usually expect a rose quartz to be. It's got more of that high-end kunzite tone to it. It's got more of that that kind of almost life to the gem a little bit more. That is absolutely stunning. I don't think I can think of a time that I've seen a rose quartz like that I can think of. And then I've got your smaller strand of nuggets. Well, I say smaller strand, it's not in lengthwise, it's double that you would expect, but these nuggets are much smaller, and these ones are 200 carats worth approximately that we've got on there. Really nice, delicate, but do you see what I mean about the difference in colour? Rose quartz we don't see that often at all. It's a gemstone that has a history, folklore and tale for being a gemstone of love, a gemstone of eternity, and a gemstone of femininity as well. You've got a beautiful array of your rose quartz here, and you're going to have a stunning price. Dion's just gone. I know, right? Dion has she's just outdone herself then. She knew that my eyes were about to glare at her through that window in a what kind of way. That's why I look over there and I'm staring at her, and she's just on, I know, right? That is phenomenal. Listen, if you're thinking I've got one strand equivalent of 5 strands here. No, I haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got the equivalent of 5 lengths of strands here for you of rose quartz. This is one of the high-end quartz families that we have. this is astonishing. And don't forget, things like these nuggets would be great in those bales we had on earlier. You've got £9.95 for you on your Rainbow Beauties at £9.95. So how much is that working out per strand? About, well, less than £2 a strand, isn't it? If we take into account that this is the length of 2. That's astonishing, isn't it, really? Well done, everyone, working out about £2 a strand. 66 opportunities left, but that is rolling down. And I've got to say, you're going to add, what you add into your collection with this, okay? You're adding sparkle, because you've got the facets. You're adding texture, because you've got these small nuggets. You're adding brilliance and brightness and freshness, because you've got this kunzite coloured almost rose quartz in the larger pieces. And you're adding a bubble-like mystic quality with these rounds too. So genuinely just something that's going to go spectacularly well with so many of your pieces that you already have. Well done to all of you. Not many of those left. I'm going to do a quick recap now on a selection of watch straps that we have. Again, if you're watching back on the repeat and you're watching in the early hours of the morning, then do treat yourself to these as quickly as you can. Get on the phone now if you want them. Actually, I've got a trio here. It's a great price, £12.95. But get yourself on the phone as quick as you can, because on the night on the show that it is now, which is the Saturday show, we've got about 45 of these left. I've got one in gold, one in silver, and one in rose gold. They are super duper comfortable. They do come with these 2 sections here. People are always asking, what are these for? Well, they're for a few things. If you have a small wrist, you can get that flicky up bit, can't you, which is really nightmare. These actually hold that tail down in place, so you don't get that flick up section. But also, you can actually use these to, say, wire work in between, to maybe add on your mesh flower to, or just glue a cabochon onto them if you want to. You saw them on this piece I showed you earlier as the charm hanger, using them as well. So it's up to you how you use them. Lots of you coming through. £12.95, gold, rose gold and silver. Well done to everybody. Not massive amount left for you. I also had, as a little quick recap, an eye pin stasher, and I've got here for you your gorgeous 925 sterling silver. Worked out that if you wanted to make these eye pins yourself, which, bear in mind, we don't do eye pins anymore in our normal findings pack. We know you can make your own, that's why we wanted to, because we thought, oh, and everyone's making their own, you know, you don't need these. So what we decided to do in your usual finds pack is throw in some head pins, etc. We worked out that to make these, you'd need approximately 2 meters worth of wire, which is easy enough to do. Not when you work out that they're 925, and you'd need that amount of 925 wire. How much would 2 meters worth of approximately 0.6925 wire cost you? Tell you what, wouldn't be £7.95, would it? So get these ones whilst you can. If you love 925, if you love your sterling silver, do get these whilst you can, because you're getting 40 of these. They're 40 mil in total, so great for making your own earring hooks, your earring wires, great for doing your drops on your earring pieces. Or say you popped in, say, a little 4 or 5 mil here, and you did another eye loop on top of it, you could actually get yourself a couple of rosary links out of this, couldn't you? Easily. £7.95 of your eye pin stasher in your 925 sterling silver eye pins. They are something that, you know, you can work, if I find there's some link together, you can link these together in lots and lots and lots of different ways. If you want to do, say you did like a rosary link style, and you didn't want to do your double wrap loop, or you wanted something a bit lighter, you just wanted something, say you made a shepherd's hook out the top one, you can make yourself a really nice long dangle there for your earrings. Really quite dramatic actually, couldn't you, if you wanted to? But you could do absolutely loads with these, and like I said, they are 40 mil each, but then do remember that there is that slight loop on the bottom, so that's even more wire to add the actual loop on. So we worked out it'd be, without counting the loops, about 160 centimetres, which is obviously over 1.5 meters, but with the extra loop on each of them, closer to 2 meters worth of 925 wire you'd need to make these. And I tell you what, you wouldn't be buying your 925 wire for £7.95 for 2 meters, would you? Not if you're 0.6 or you're 0.8. Well done everyone who did get your hands on those ones. Fab to see you all joining us today. It is really, really lovely to see you all. I hope you're having a lovely day, whether it's, you know, morning on Saturday or morning on a Sunday. I hope your day's going lovely so far, and we have got some more treats to squeeze in just before the end of this show. We're going to now where, sorry? to bring you this very extra special, sumptuous garnet that I brought for you earlier on. I was saying earlier that for me this is ticking all 3 of those colour boxes. It's giving me the ideal hue, the perfect tone, and that gamu point of saturation. Your lovely, really shimmering example of your red garnet I have here in front of you. We had lots of people treat themselves to this. It was just $64.95 to get a massive amount. The length of this strand is really epic. It really, really, really is epic. And you can see from there it's highly faceted, beautiful sparkle that you're getting. But one thing that's harder for you to see is the clarity on this. This is so clear. It has just got beauty pinned all over it. And if you do want to treat yourself to this, I would say to you, do get it home. 30-day money-back guarantee. I doubt you're going to need it, but 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions, no quibbles, because honestly, the quality is just exceptional. Check out your baskets on that one, because I'm low stock opportunity. Well done, everyone who did get that in the past and who have got it right now. Quick recap on the tanzanite, but obviously, as you can all imagine, it is a brand new strand of tanzanite that was under £60. All right, it was under £40, and it is real deal natural tanzanite. Not many of these left, as I'm sure you can imagine. We had not many of tanzanite left in general left, let alone ones that we have quantity-wise on the show. I've got your gorgeous tanzanite here, 180 carats worth, and it's got that lovely, really stunning natural blue tone. No extra tampering, no glass in this, no coating on this, no heat applied to this to give it a desired colour by whoever. It is what Mother Nature intended, and it is the real deal, one of the top 10 rarest gemstones in the world at one of the most affordable price we've seen in a long time. We haven't done like our other channels, you know, even our sister channel who've come out and quite rightly said, you know, our sister channel for the first time ever has raised the price of a gemstone. They've had to raise the price of tanzanite. We haven't done that at JewelleryMaker yet. Okie pokely, what did you say then, sorry lovely lady? Let's go for, chain. Yes. Look at what I've got here for you. Chain. In my most beautiful selection of two-tone colours. My oh my oh my, this is really just an exceptional piece. If I hold it this way, can you see how it looks really purple? That's because it is purple, but it is actually two-tone. So look, as I start to move it, can you get that span of metallic over the edge of this? Don't you think it almost makes the purple look less OTT? Gives it more of a kind of beautiful, delicate and metallic edge, doesn't it? This, again, super duper sturdy. Purple is one of the most popular colours right here, right now. It's always been my favourite tone, and this one, I've got to say, is a very, very plummy, a very, very aubergine-esque colour that we've got to that. And I've also got another one, an orange as well. Some of our guest designers love orange and purples together, and I can see why. I know that orange can sound quite, sometimes it can be quite acid and quite OTT orange, can't it? This, I think, is much more of a coral. It looks more of a coral with that back palette of the brass just hinting underneath, doesn't it? Just to let you know, the way that we've done this, and the reason you get that gorgeous sparkle on each of these is because you have got that colouring applied to it, but then what we've done is we've essentially taken away some of that colour just at the top and the bottom to give you that real interest and flash of light. 20 metres worth of your chain in total. Two beautiful colours, just £11.95 for you. I love looking at Sheila. She makes me happy, especially when she just looks up and shakes her head with a disapproving look, but a cheeky grin.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you buy that, as I said, you know, and I just looked at it and thought, that goes so well together. And if you lots of mixtures of the multi-chain, you know, the multicolours of the chain, it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous effect.
Really sensational.
And I love the shimmer with that chain. I love the sparkle and the glow from it. It's beautiful.
Usually when you'd be getting a metre's worth of chain, you know, you're looking at paying a premium if you've got those extra effects, such as, you know, the fact that you've got that loop that's been hammered in one direction, the fact that you've got that added pop of colour, the fact that you've got that kind of sheen on certain areas. For looks like that, you normally pay more, don't you? It's Mrs. Christmas's elves hammering out the toys for the good children. Sue, I think you're right. Absolutely agree with you on that one. Lots of you coming in for this today. I've got another one from Julie. Hi ladies, loved watching the show. The designs are beautiful. Could you please say happy birthday to my niece, Jasmine? She lives in New Zealand. Julie, happy birthday. Thank you for messaging. Oh, should we do it together? Like a happy birthday, Jasmine. After 3, okay? 1, wait, no, not yet.
What's the Jasmine?
Jasmine, yeah.
Jasmine, I've took the specs off.
So after 3, you ready? Happy birthday, Jasmine! We should start some sort of group, duo. Yeah, thank you for sending that in, Julie. And to your lovely niece, Jasmine, much love to you,
lovely day.
Oh, bless. Fab day, you gorgeous lady. Julie, thank you for sending that in. £11.95 for those two today. It's a great price point, it really, really is. I've got for you just a very quick recap on this strand. When's the last time you saw multi-barrel? For me it was a long time, let alone in sizes and quantities and pops of colour like this. I've got in here some colours that are reminiscent of your Heliodor. I've definitely got some of your Morganite in here and those aquamarine tones too. It's got to be one of the best value prices for 9mm I've ever seen. £34.95 for you today. It is just an astonishing price on that one. I'm really quickly going to recap for you a kit that we did for you earlier on as well, because the price point we took this to was astonishing. I'll show you what we had in there. We had these beautiful gemstones in all of this array of colours. I mean, look how well this goes in my collection of druzy, 350 carats worth of druzy I had. Beautiful strands in here, including, yes, the real deal Larimar, which we haven't seen in such a long time because it is that one locational gem. I also had Amazonite in there. I had turquoise in there in a cab form as well. I even had, do you believe it, some beautiful tulip bales in 925, tulip pendant bales. I had those trio connectors as well, a pack of 12 of those trio connectors that are on your screen, and guess what? I had 925 sterling silver wire in here as well. Sheila, as always, just proving that, you know, with a keen eye and a strong elbow, you can pop anything in your kit.
Yes, yeah, quick.
We took it to a really, really naughty price. Everything you can see on screen there, and all of those treats, including the turquoise cab, an amazing price of just £34.95 for you today. Just a stunning collection there, and don't forget that if you have a little look back on our Facebook page, in a moment or two we'll be putting up lovely Sheila's designs from that collection so you can get some inspiration. And speaking of inspiration, look at what lovely Sheila's done with her wonderful challenge. You've done loads. The cubes? Ah, la cubes. Ah, la cubes. What's a clue?
No idea.
I've got no clue.
No clue. I like that.
Thank you.
Well
these are lovely designs as per usual. How were they to work with, please?
They were great, actually. Yeah. Really enjoyed working with them. Yes, and I managed to find some of that chain in when I had a look in the rummage through all our bits and pieces. So yeah, loved it. Really loved it. And it's,
I love the way that twisted one gives a gorgeous tessellation to it. Really nice.
Yeah,
Julie says, "Thank you so much. You will make her day. Not a problem, Julie." Thank you for today. Thank you for today.
Thank you
you
too.
with us next
Friday,
Sheila?
1920s show.
1920 show morning?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes. Then on the Sunday, then I'm off then while Sarah has the baby.
Yes, of course. Oh, fantastic. Well, we will keep our eyes peeled for you then. Tomorrow on the morning show, I've got your partner in crime, Linda.
Oh, have you got Linda?
I know.
I hope she brings my... that I asked her to order, you know, the...
We'll see you tomorrow.
Anyway, that, yeah.
The wedding season is upon